back to the channel. It is your boy Fang Satonaka coming at you for episode 19 of Fang Plays The Legend of Heroes Trails Through Daybreak. We're still in the middle of the Basel mission. We got a lot of shady shit going on with the professor. So we need to get to the bottom of this case and any other things that's happening because we need to figure out why the Genesis is involved because we haven't figured that out yet. So let's not waste any time and go ahead and get straight to today's episode. Let's go ahead and bring everybody into the goddamn room, whoever it is, and tell them all to get ready to get Super Ocean Mega Charge with Flow. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get into this episode. I believe we're supposed to follow Rosette so she can contact her boss while doing our patrol. So naturally we gotta finish our patrols first. Let's go and get that done. Been having some power issues lately, so my boss told me to look into it. I thought it might be a problem with the wiring here at the shop, but nope, everything was fine on our end. It's really stumping me. What's going on? Professor Hamilton is the inspiration to us all, but it's kind of strange. She doesn't feel distant or unapproachable at all. She's kind and cheerful despite her stature. Even the more crotchety artisans can't help but respect her. I just worry about her sometimes. She's very determined and very headstrong, and that does sometimes put her at odds with others. Young Katre looks up to her an awful lot. He may very well grow up to be just like her. Alright, see what we got here, Rosette?
Why don't we see...
Alright, I finished the latest version of my AR mystery game, and I'd love for you to test it out. If you solve all the puzzles and give me your thoughts on the experience, I'd be happy to reward you. I'll be waiting at the tunnel in the Artisanal District. So isn't this that mystery game we did a while back in Edith? So it must be from the same motherfucker.
Boarding the Aerotram, please have your authentication card ready and follow
What's going on, homeboy?
of the attendant.
These grid issues are getting even worse, I tell ya. It's really starting to bug me. I took a look around the city just to make sure it wasn't some kind of wiring issue. Sure enough, it isn't. No fraying, no deformation, no nothing. Whatever the problem is, not something new parts to fix. So that's your problem, not mine. You'll pound your shit off on me.
When boarding the Aerotram,
This is my
please have
over.
What to
Ah,
do?
the guild. Oh, I was just worrying about you, man. I take it you got called out here to investigate all these events yourself. Those suspicious sightings did garner a lot of attention. Pretty much, yeah. You sound like you're well up on the issue yourself. Indeed, that's partly why I called Alvis and Regina here. It could all just be a big load of nothing, so we can't set aside too many men for it, but better safe than sorry. I did want to ask for your opinion on all this, given you had your fair share of run-ins with Armada yourself. Tell me about it. My take is just too early to tell. Not enough to go on here. I get that. Thanks for your input. If anything does happen, please let us know. I'll tell the others to cut you some slack at any rate. Appreciate that. I appreciate that. I really do. Since Bracer friends do not really like us.
the Aerotram, operated by the city of Basel.
I'm almost done with today's deliveries. It looks like I'll be putting in overtime though. A lot of late dinner orders today. Once I'm done with work, I can finally get my own dinner. And then it's off to bed and get ready for tomorrow. Lather, rinse, repeat, huh? Granny always cooks for me at the end of the day. I really do appreciate it. She's such a good person, man.
Why not stay here and relax?
I love taking in the breeze here at night. Wait, what the fuck? Why the text skip? Okay, I can read the last test, guys. Fuck that. I don't make a point of coming out here regularly, though I just want to trip whenever my heart wants to. There is this professor at the Institute who comes by here, and I swear he's always a step ahead of me. I sort of wander around a lot without really thinking about where I'm going, so how does he always know where I end up?
Do you have any preferences?
Talking.
Thanks for coming in.
Appreciate the coffee.
goddess of the sky is always watching over.
I was an artist in here up to about 10 years ago, and in that time I saw the whole world evolve around me. From big machines to tiny little ordnance, life has changed a ton for the better, I say. We live a lot easier than we used to, too. But we fight harder, too. Warships, railroad guns, those Panzer Soldats. I worry that one of these days will make something truly terrible, something that'll doom us all. I'm pretty sure that's happened maybe fucking 5-6 times already. Too late for all that. I see. So astronomy originated in the Central East? That it did, and to our understanding, astronomy came westward in the Middle Ages as trade and cultural exchange between the blossom. The University of Islam can trace itself back to that age too, and that cultural exchange gave rise to the natural sciences as well. I see. I've never had much interest in hard sciences, but that's interesting to hear. It feels relatable. I guess to hear that they were human inventions too. That's good to hear. If you're curious about anything else, I'll be happy to help. Amelia, I'm really glad I was able to help out Dad today. I'm gonna start pulling my own weight. I used to just do grocery runs when people wouldn't need it, but now they're busier than ever. They really appreciate it now. They really look busy today, too. Let me see. Oh, maybe I should try making them lunch someday. I think they like that. Thought you had called it for the day. Hard workers you lot are, huh? Just between you and me, keep an eye on Kache for me, will ya? He shouldn't have to take on all that responsibility at his age. If you ask me, it's like he never got to be a kid. Seeing him all stressed out and overworked just makes me sad as an old geezer with none of that youth left. I hate making the kids wait, but this deadline is non-negotiable. Speaking of kids, I hear Amelia was up to something earlier today. Most of the time, she's a model daughter. She helps me with the shopping, the cooking, and the cleaning. But every now and then, I hear just the strangest things about what she's up to. I can't deny it worries me sometimes.
No need to be shy now.
You ain't got nothing on.
See you again. No need to be shy now.
Ooh, you got a terror bomb? Okay, so let's trade for these. You got an EP charge for it. I got some celestial bombs.
See you again.
Appreciate it.
No need to be. See you again.
Careful up there, Ryle! I really want to see the machines from up there too, but everyone says it's too dangerous, so I gotta wait. When I'm older, I'm gonna work here like Ryle does, and then I can see all the cool stuff I want. I did it, Fairy, slow down! They are what you did. Alright, oh, it is the same guy, Percy. So this way leads down a mine, does it? That would make an excellent backdrop for a game, but, nah, it's probably too dangerous down there. Hey there, Arcraft Solutions, you had a request for us? Well, I didn't expect you to help me out again, and thank you. Figure we at least hear you out. What's got you all the way out here in Basel anyhow? Especially all the way out here in the dark. You're into something shady, are you? Oh, I'm just got locations for my new game. It has a mystery theme, so it only makes sense for it to be dark and secretive. Well, let's get down to business then, shall we? If that's alright with you. I work with a really bright friend of mine on this concept, so if I can iron out the kinks, I'm sure it's going to be a hit. You'll solve a series of puzzles, all while using these special gimmicks that fit Basel hand in glove. Oh, what kind of gimmicks? Well, it would spoil the fun if I just told you. So here, have this leaflet. See that? Let's see here. Urgent message from HQ. Catch the rogue hacker on the loose in Basel. HQ will track the target's movements and relay them to you ASAP. All transmissions will be sent in code to avoid leaking information. Decode the messages and apprehend the hacker. Secret agents, huh? Alright, I'll bite. And decoding our messages forms the puzzle aspect of the game? Exactly. Sounds pretty fun, right, kids? I think we really knocked it out of the park with this one. So, what do you think? Interested in giving it a shot, like, right now? Of course. Sure, we got our other work taken care of. Why not? Awesome. I was hoping you'd be up for it. Let me put your names down to the tester group real quick. There's another tester working through the game right now, so see if you can solve the puzzle before they do. I see. I didn't realize we weren't the only testers at the moment. Yeah, I'm sending applications all over the place. My other tester started just a few minutes ago. I've got a special reward for whoever beats the game first, so good luck. Well, now we gotta win. Well, good luck. I'll be watching for the sidelines, make sure things run smoothly. And there he goes. So now what? We don't even have our first message yet. This is true. He did say that HQ would send us messages, but, how? HQ to Spriggan, we found traces of the hacker in the artisanal district. Investigate the suited triad. Whoa, I don't recognize this address at all. I think it really is him. This first riddle should be easy to solve. I imagine it's like a warm-up. Makes sense. Let's get cracking then. Alright guys, get this over with. How's the time? We're gonna take a shortcut. They have me running all around town. This is a good spot for a mystery game because it's already like a fucking maze. I don't even know how to get down there. How do I get down? Okay, yep, I went the wrong way. It's a maze. I hate this city. It's big, it's like a fucking maze. I don't know where I'm going half the time. Okay, we found it. I think. Well, if there ever were a suited triad, this be it. Not the easiest first riddle in the world. There are chimneys everywhere around here. Indeed, it does make sense for a district this industrious. And it looks like we're not the first to make it this far either. I walked around this damn place for ages and it was right here this whole time. Maybe he's the other tester we heard about. And here's the next set of instructions. It's almost like he's watching us. Normally, I would assume the same, but I imagine at least one of us would have noticed him if they were tracking us by hand. I think we're receiving these messages automatically based on our Zephyr location data. I didn't know you could do that. Or is this something his helper worked on, maybe? That makes sense. Got a lot to think about once this is done, but that can wait. Let's look at this next message real quick. HQ to Spriggan, the hacker's long gone from this area, unfortunately. We picked up another trail elsewhere in the artisanal district, though. Investigate the BAT's roost. Yeah, go fig. Of course there's more to it than that. And talk about cryptic. The hell's a bat? All caps. Ordinarily, I would assume the mammal, but given how it's written, I imagine it's alluding to something else. And at any rate, we didn't encounter any bats in the mine, if memory serves. I feel like I've seen those letters somewhere else in the city. Isn't there like a store called Bat Fairy? B-A-T? I just don't remember where. The roost part makes me think there's some place they all come back to, or that they're normally out and about. Keep your eyes peeled for anything that fits that description. This sounds more specific. I'm pretty sure it's a shop. Or I can just follow my map that tells me. Well, this is the Aerotram station, and I think we struck gold here. Alright, that does make sense. BAT is an acronym for the Basel Aerotram. Oh, I was completely wrong then, guys. Oh, now I get it. They all stopped to roost here. And boom, there's the next message. HQ to Spriggan. The hacker has made their way toward Newtown. Board the tram and pursue them. Straightforward enough, this one. Yeah, let's hop on. This does offer an exceptional view. Oh, I see a familiar face took the tram just before we did. Let's see here. Well, if it ain't the Aramis kid we bumped into earlier. He's been one step ahead of us the whole time. I feel like I'm too slow. Man, I remember when I was all head up about beating people to the punch like that. Youth, huh? Well, wait, you're still young, aren't you? It looks like they've already made their move. Looks like it. So, now what? HQ to Spriggan, we found new traces of the hacker. Disregard the kitty for now. Your target is Z-Cat number 1. Z-Cat 1? I don't get it. Well, it says to disregard the kitty, so it might help to write it out on paper. Would it really? I don't see how. I got a pretty good idea where the objective is. I can see it on that sign over there. Let's head on over and take a look. A cat, huh? But what do cats have to do with the orbital net? Oh, her. Ren. So we gotta find Ren then.
It's so convenient nowadays.
Alright, so I'm assuming that Ren just probably put her kitty mark somewhere. Did she put it in the car shop? Well, they still open. And here we are. Z-Cat number 1 minus the cat, a Z1 eraser. Oh, I get it. Take the cat out of Z-Cat number 1 and you get Z1. Our next mission should be arriving shortly. Yep, stay sharp, gang. Well, that was anticlimactic. Let's see here. Huh? Yo, you in the game too? Yeah, I guess so. I didn't know there were other people doing this. HQ to Spriggan. The hacker got away, but their tracks are fresh. They should still be nearby. Head for coordinate marker WXBC. Well, what the hell is this shit? Doesn't make a lick of sense. But I really don't want to lose to these guys. Gotta think this one over. Well, I'm heading out. Catch you later, losers. Have fun. Best of luck out there. Let's try and figure this one out. I suspect that we need to fill in the square marks with letters. Once we complete the sequence, the phrase will come together. Yeah, once we have the full phrase, the rest is a cakewalk from there. Let's follow the code and see what we find. Alright, y'all want to tell me how I'm supposed to put this together? Excuse me, there's always something going on here at the pavilion. We do industry press conferences, Z1 photo shoots, and even RC tournaments for kids. We make sure there's something for everyone here, so take a look around, take a load off. We hope to see you again.
Alrighty.
Bitch, it is late at night, ain't nobody in this motherfucker. Go home, you off, you done.
Biggest manufacturers.
You know visitors at night? Percy? Oh, that's not Percy. Percy wears glasses. Okay. You look like him, though. Same NPC. Oh, the bracers are here. Looks like everything is fine over here, but no matter how many rounds I do, I can't shake these nerves in my head. And today explains unexplained incidents and the whole place just feels wrong. I don't like it. Sounds like the guild's noticed too. The Bracer Guild is astute as ever. Shall we head to the Southern Canyon path after making another round? Sounds good to me. Might as well bring out the truck for that. Sometimes I drop by at night too. This store is almost becoming my life. That's not too weird, is it? Man, I wonder if I count as a regular now. Come here too often. Your regular pharmacist knows me by name. Compared to her, she really isn't that much older than me, but she has a dream job and everything. She's amazing. So, first floor is Burn Orms, second is Burn A Store, and the building itself is Burn Plaza. Burn Orms, or VA, that lines up with the code. This is making my head spin. We did crack this code quickly. That bodes well for us. Oh, would you look at that? Another message. P.S. From the engineer, a pair of ZCF goggles will spell your way. ZCF goggles can be found at the Burn store if memory serves. Didn't ZCF come up earlier? Yes, ZCF is Liberal Kingdom's principal engineering company. They were notable for building the first orbit airships. So now we got Liberian goods in the picture. That really makes me think of her. Anyhow, let's go get those goggles. Hey, quick question. You guys stock ZCF goggles? We sure do. Here's a pair for you. For free? Okay. They will spur you away, the riddle said. Is there writing on them? I don't see anything on the frame, so... Oh, the lens, perhaps? Oh, I see the words. Await the aerotram. The bench will beckon. Guess we just gotta follow the breadcrumbs now. The aerotram is just up the stairs. Let us make haste. Did he really beat us? VA. They don't mean Burn Orms, do they? What else could it be? I hate this puzzle shit. I don't get these riddles at all. Oh, looks like we're a step ahead this time. We did it! Now all we have to do is head for the bench. Roger, roger. Too slow, my boy. And of course this fucking ran. Knew it. Well, if it ain't the student council prez, figured you had a hand in this.
You caught me. Good evening, Spriggan.
What? Rana? Why are you here? I'm glad I at least caught someone by surprise. It's more fun that way. So how'd you get roped into all this? Well, I happen to know the game master through the net, you see. He's been putting out all these fascinating riddles online, and I figured I might as well reach out to him. We got in touch and eventually came up with the idea of this game. And what better setting for a cyber-themed story than Bossel? I even got to try out this new mail API that I've been tinkering with. I learned quite a lot from this little exercise. Do you just know everyone ever? Jeez. I did learn about your hacking exploits as Kitty through MK's database, but I didn't realize your talent spanned far more than just security. Thank you. I still have much to learn, of course. Oh, there he is now. Must have fell behind somewhere. Huh? I was wondering why you were here. This was just an excuse to work with that Percy guy, wasn't it? It's all just stupid. The council president broke her own curfew for this shit. Oh, don't single me out, you meanie. I just so happened to hear from someone about a bored-looking airman student wandering around the city past curfew. Imagine my shock upon learning it was none other than you. So, James, did you have fun being a naughty little boy? Huh, but you felt the thing. All that effort for a dud of a game? Oh, I could have sworn I heard you racking your brain a bit at some of those riddles there. Okay, fine. They did make me think a little, kinda. That's excellent news. I'm sure I'll be happy to hear it. Wait, so did you really make an auto-send API thing for the emails? Like you made that from scratch? How the hell are you even real? No wonder Ronald and I don't measure up. Well, fine, I admit it. You're pretty damn good. Aw, thanks, but flattery would get you nowhere, mister. Oh, and would you mind keeping tonight our little secret? I'm not sure what I'd say if, as you mentioned, everyone found out I was breaking my own rules. Sure, as long as you keep me a secret too. I'm not private to the specifics here, but it looks like they've worked things out. Yeah, just kids being kids. Ronald, huh? So he's the other brain cell in James' group. At least things settled down now. Percy shortly arrived on the scene and the participants gave him their impressions of the game. Well, good work everyone, and thank you for the rave reviews. I owe a special shout out to Ren. Without her, none of this would have been possible. Oh, think nothing of it. Thank you for having me. If you ever get the idea for some other game, do let me know. You got it. Thanks a bunch. Man, I never thought my online friend would be a high schooler. It really is something special. I mean, how the heck did you learn so much about the Orbitat at your age? I feel like you're gonna leave me behind if I'm not too careful. I gotta branch out and level up my programming skills. Best of luck with that, pal. Gotta say, this was all pretty fun, so I'll be down to try whatever you come up with next. Thank you. I still have a lot of keys to iron out for sure. But I might be able to go public soon. It's almost ready for average Joes and Janes, I think. Now, here's a little prize for you guys, since you guys got here first and all. Again, thank you so much for participating. Look forward to the next game. With the game wrapped up, Percy excused himself to mull over his feedback, and Rand and James stepped back into the hotel for the night.
Well done, everyone.
Nice job.
Reward deposited.
Alright, let's go ahead and get back to that truck. Wait, what's the Basilisk team?
Let's be on our way.
I thought the institute was shut down for the night.
Not this way.
I would advise against entering the university at night. But why is it there's people in there though? Rosette, look at the map!
Indeed.
Yes, indeed! Why can't we go in there?
Off we go.
Alright, Van, let's get back to your truck. Drive to Orange Canyon. Will this area do the trick?
Yes, it should be perfect.
What's that?
Parabolic shards expanded, initiating satellite communications.
What is that? She is full of surprises. Again? Some of our research is supposedly used in making it too? What is it, Theo? I didn't just imagine that, did I? A low-altitude communication satellite flying 900 sails off the ground under the sea of stars. One of the many cutting-edge ordnance you guys are operating in secret, huh?
Indeed. Vern aided in its development, and the president of Calvert has given its use his tacit approval, as long as we continue reporting data on its usage, admittedly.
Sounds like him, alright? So this is how you report to HQ without the risk of anyone listening in?
That's correct. I don't believe communicating using Basel's orbital network to be safe at this point in time.
I don't blame you.
As a Code E matter, the main AI in our headquarters will begin analysis and threat level determination as soon as it has received the proper data.
Must make things easy just having a computer do everything for you.
And... reset!
There's two sides to every coin, little fairy, as the saying goes. Murder ain't the only one whose tech level was off the charts. Hell, it's not even tech. It goes for martial arts, magic, and the like too. The Genesis and Armada aren't much different. But whether something is above board or not, it all comes down to how you choose to grapple with it. You should try and keep that in mind, little fairy.
We are all like flames given life by the goddess, but it is we who determine how we shine. I'll give what you're saying some thought, together with all of you.
That's good enough for me. You don't mind me telling the others who all that's happened here, by the way.
By all means. Whether it's permitted under our company rules is a gray area. But that is the Arkwright Solutions way, isn't it?
See, now you're catching on, is it? Look at that. Seems I can't stop rubbing off on people.
So I've noticed.
Good evening, everyone. I'm sorry for bothering you so late. I thought you would be in for the night by now.
Oh, it's you. Wait. He may have seen the satellite from the observatory, yes. I was just calling to ask for your help with something. And so over at the Institute not too long ago, we... Got it. We're meeting at the main gate, right? We'll be there in 20. We'll have to let Aaron know, too. Oh, shit. Here we go.
The preparations are coming along nicely. This is going to be fun. Much as I wish we didn't have to leave most of the execution to that filthy worm.
He is an overseer much like myself. I am sure he will play his role perfectly. Just take care not to let the window of opportunity pass you by.
Who do you think you're talking to, puppeteer? As if I would fail.
This battlefield will soon be an essential part of the preparations for our endgame. I will be looking forward to seeing what you can do as well, Golden One.
I shall do whatever my contract asks of me. Farewell for now.
Yeah, so yeah, it's about to be some stuff going down for sure. So that's why they didn't want me going back to the Institute.
There you are. I'm glad you all came.
We're here, Katra. Yep. Oh, hey there. Wait a sec. Have we met this chick? That's right, earlier today.
Oh, I remember you too.
I wasn't aware that you had already met. This is Associate Professor Esmeralda, another one of Professor Hamilton's students.
That's me. My full name is Esmeralda Archette.
Nice to meet you.
What a surprise. So you are the problem solvers I've heard so much about.
That's
and
us.
one of you is just too adorable.
Ah!
Please, Essie, this isn't the time for that. I did tell her to go home, but she insisted on staying to help us.
Why must you be so cold, Katra? I could never abandon my little brother in his moment of need.
Little brother? We're just students under the same professor.
What do you mean, just? Here's what you get for being so mean. Come here.
Stop that, please!
Man, I think we can swap bodies for a sec, kiddo. Well, the more people familiar with this place that we have to show us around, the better. The bigger our group, the higher our chance to find this intruder we're here for. That's true. I didn't see them directly, just to be clear. But field sensors detected an unregistered individual entering the building, so they didn't use that stupid car to get in there. It's also worth considering that the security system used here is too advanced for just anyone to be able to slip through it. I would consider that this could be field sensors malfunctioning, but as it's a drone based on Zephyr technology, I very much doubt it. The reading is correct, I am sure. Ooh, I saw it, man. Well, let's see what we can do. We might find ourselves stumbling on clues we couldn't find earlier today if we're lucky. We're taking you two with us, but just be careful, okay? We'll be fine. We have Theo and Zeros with us after all. Let's get to work. Engaging search mode. It wouldn't kill us to be more tense here. Alright, you splitting up? The Institute is so moody at this time of night. Oh? Feeling scared there, little fairy? Of course not. A Kruger warrior would never be afraid of something like Ghost. I'm not remembering all the ghost stories I heard at school or anything. That would be silly. Alright, alright. Small quantity of residue shards detected. Shards? Here? So someone used their Zipa here? Let's have a quick look around, just in case.
That dining hall's a bit suspect, but first things first.
Alright, so that's where we're going? Alright, let's get moving, people.
Additional residual shards detected.
Oh, somebody was here.
These readings are a little denser than before.
Does that mean we're not alone?
That's exactly what that means.
Guess I wasn't imagining things.
The cafeteria is empty, huh? Whew, I can't sense anyone here either. By the way, was that green-haired girl the only one left in the building when we got here, apart from our intruder? Not quite. Professor Crank had already returned home for the day, so he won't be here. But there are also several security guards, along with Professor Callaghan and his assistants. I tried calling out to them from the other side of the door, but they were too focused on their work to notice. No surprise there, I guess. Well, let's put them out of our minds for the time being. Professor Hamilton's students sure are an elected bunch, huh? You included. I don't want to hear that from you. Still, I think that just goes to show how open-minded she is. She doesn't care about race, upbringing, or anything other than finding the good in everyone, then working to better bring it out. Everyone knows her as the mother of the Orbital Revolution, but even to this day, she's striving to develop technology to help those in need. On top of that, she's kind, considerate. Never met anyone like her. She sounds amazing. She was the one responsible for reviving and expanding Tharbad's oasis too, wasn't she? I can really tell just how much you respect her. I could never not respect her. This feels like... So, the house we visited earlier today is where Mr. Salison and Professor Hamilton lived then? That's right. The professor took him in 9 years ago, and he's been living with her since. The two of them, along with me and Professor Cronkite, are like family now. So that's why people call him her favorite. If she left the country 2.5 years ago, however. That's right. He puts on a brave face, but he misses her so much. She's all trying to solve the problems in the East, so there's no telling when she's going to be back. The hysteria about closing down the observatory seemed to come about because of me and Professor Cronkite, too. But he never confided in us. Instead, he tried to fix the problem all on his own. And Professor Cronkite's really busy at the moment, so he can't be around very much. I just wish I could pick up the slack and support Katre like a real big sister should. Kiddo's got a pattern, huh? He was trying to sort out that problem down in the mine alone, too. But he's at the kind of age when kids want to act older than they are. Better just leave him be, if you ask me. Perhaps you're right, but being there for one another is what families do. I'm a little envious, to be honest. Oh? Perfect. Did you find something, Zeros? Guess you better give it a look. Sure didn't find anything downstairs though, so I'm not getting my hopes up. I agree. Let's see if we can find anything.
Very well.
Alright, Zeros, I see it.
This robo-mud acts like a real-ass dog.
Why is this
Doesn't it? I spent many nights coding the design so it'd perfectly replicate a wolf's mannerisms.
Let's see.
Leave it to the bioengineering department's rising star to go above and beyond.
Homeboy.
You really need to get a life.
Focus, guys, focus. There I was, thinking it was time to close for the evening. What's gotten into me? Well, the time will come eventually. Our closing routine is more complicated than you might think. We have to be real careful with the more important books in our archives. There is a security system, there's an underground storage, it's a lot to do. If you wouldn't mind steering clear, I appreciate it. Dude, you're about to fucking get assassinated right now, somebody next door. Wait, where are you here right now? By yourself. See? Nothing here. Well, that's strange. The door is ajar. Did it just open itself? No, that doesn't. Where are you going, Zeros? Huh? What is it, Zeros? There! Wait, was that? Whoever they are, they ain't just using stealth shards. They appear to be combining them with something else. Theo, we're going after him. Understood. We're going to. Wait for me! Heat signature detected. Zeros!
Wait! I surrender! I surrender!
A woman? She looks kind of familiar. And there was me thinking to be that kinky cat or someone from the Mafia. Who's that? She must not be a member of the faculty then. Man, it did cross my mind it might be you, but I wouldn't have put mirror on it. This here is one of Kincaid's subordinates. I don't think I ever caught your name. Oh, so it's the dance jockey's gopher, huh?
You watch what you're calling me.
Is this an acquaintance of yours?
I was hoping not to make contact with you while I was here, but I see I underestimated just how friendly you would get with the faculty here in less than 24 hours. I did hear you had a way of conning everyone you meet into liking you, Arkwright, but you work fast.
I ain't conning anyone. I'm just that likable. Also, if you're gonna try to burn someone, maybe try doing it when you're not pinned under a dog.
You think I'm enjoying this? Just get it off me!
Got me all excited for nothing, guys. I can't eat another bite of Ngati. Looks like you guys did the rounds. We sure did, though we may have overdid it a tad for it being our first day. But now I have a better idea of just what is happening in this city. You do?
My name's Kayla McMillan. That's my real name, for what it's worth. I'm a second lieutenant in the CID, and I'd prefer it if that and all we discuss are kept off the record.
I thought you were here in a job from Esling. So the CID is also involved then. Yeah, we knew that CEO might try to hide stuff from us, so we kept one of our clients a secret. We just didn't expect one of their guys to use a mix of Zifa and random stuff to sneak in here. I apologize for the trouble I ended up causing. My intention was to investigate so we had a backup in the event you didn't succeed, and I never expected to be found. Clearly, I shouldn't have underestimated the Institute of Science technological prowess. Theo is cool. Of course, very cool. I don't get it. Why stick in here at all? You couldn't just let us do our thing? I assume she concluded that the current situation was too serious not to do anything. That about the long and short of it? The current state of the orbital network and distribution network is definitely a problem. I had them go down on me the other day too. We managed to get things running again, but it was still a big hassle. But just why is this happening at all? There's only one possibility that I can propose. That would be unusually intensive parallel distributed computing. I'm no expert in the field, but that's all that comes to mind for me too. Then we're all of the same mind. I'm totally lost. Yeah, the hell are you guys talking about? Orbital computers have been getting bigger and faster over the past few years, and the bigger they get, the more orbital energy they consume. In short, yes, the larger and more complex the tasks you require of them, the more power they will consume. Orbnics regenerate orbital energy over time and don't generally need a certain power source. That changes, however, when the amount of energy consumed vastly exceeds the Orbnic's ability to generate it. Yet, if the orbital distribution network that serves as that external source is also heavily taxed, that leads to a temporary decrease in the amount of energy available and a spike in the amount of orbital network traffic. That theory alone would be enough to explain the issues you're here to investigate. Does parallel distributed computing really consume that much orbital energy? It's when you borrow the processing power of multiple computers through the net to do greater calculations, right? I'm impressed you know about such cutting-edge tech. Now, connecting a few terminals isn't going to consume much energy at all. But what do you think would happen if one were to connect all the terminals in the city? Then do you think hacking is behind this? The flow of the orbital distribution network looks to me like it's being manipulated. If you intentionally adjust its flow on an erratic schedule, you can make it seem like issues are occurring at random. You might even call doing just that my specialty, though I find this here to be a distastefully crafty way of going about it. Still, while it's possible on paper, I can't imagine parallel distributed computing taking place on such a vast scale. As for controlling the orbital distribution network itself, that's simply unimaginable with current technology. We still don't know all there is about orbital energy and how it works. Oh, but wait! Yeah, a situation mirroring that unimaginable scenario happened not all that long ago. It was around the most recent occupation of Crossbell. There were miracles and calamities born from large-scale distributed processing that should have been impossible with our current tech. So impossible that I never thought the same could happen here in the Republic, even if this is on a smaller scale. Indeed, we analyzed that situation ourselves at Marduk and reached the same conclusion about what happened. Rosette. That confirms it then. She finally clues us in. I've heard some about what went down in Crossbell, but this is the same as that. Well, that spells trouble for us. Right? And this isn't the first time running something connected to that whole incident either. Yep. It's all copycats. Don't know if they're deliberately setting out to replicate Crossbell's deal, but there's one thing we need to get cleared up right off the bat. We've got to assume someone's out there trying to do research that can only be done with parallel distributed computing. So the question becomes, who is it? What's the point in asking the question with only one clear answer? Professor Callaghan. Oh, the computers. Just what does he think he's doing? He's changed a ton over the past few years, but I didn't think he was up to something of this magnitude. This number belongs to...
Is that you, Salesian?
Professor Callaghan? What's wrong, sir?
I'm so sorry. I screwed up. Please, stop this. They want my...
Professor? Professor Callaghan? What just happened? He's in a special research building, right? We must hurry. What? Damn. Professor? Where are you, Professor? Just what is going on here? Professor Callaghan has gone missing, and you're here with some evidence that he's been abusing his power? Even the police and guild have barged into the Institute wanting to question me. You people have been here for a day. A freaking day? Are you some sort of plague being brought down upon us? It's not their fault. It's Professor Callaghan's problem. No, it's all of our problem. Contra, don't act like you didn't know about assistants being harassed left and right. Just what did you want me to do about it in my position? It's not my press to say anything about his research. I'm sure that is one of the difficult things about being a joint venture group funded by multiple investors, but I also imagine the benefits outweigh the difficulties. Anyone can see that the professor was on a rampage, and the problems with the Orbit network and its distribution are just as clear. Let me just shoot straight with you. Was that professor linked to any strange groups? You know, like the Mafia or anything? I'd like to believe that he wasn't, but I can't say for sure. It's pretty normal for the Institute of Science and Fern Company to accept outside funding. In other words, the group is fertile for corruption, and I can't write out the possibility with all those new terminals he silly had on him. Stop this pointless conjecture. You have no evidence. If rumors like this were to leak to the public during such a crucial time, how about acting like a leader for once in your damn life? These youngsters were hard the police and guild would have get involved. And while we sit here scrambling for answers, who knows what Professor Callaghan is up to? Tell me, is there ever going to be a better time than now to step up as CEO, Bill? Supervisor. Fine, I'll tell you everything I know. But please, keep this just between us. Of course, our team always keeps matters like this confidential. We're contracted with one of your biggest shareholders, the Principality of Islam. We have nothing to gain from hurting your image. And everything to gain from earning some brownie points with Vern. Professor Callaghan first began to change around a year or two ago. We received a request from the Republican Army to develop the next generation of weapons, something he excelled in. But when the time came to propose ideas, he lost in his own field, and Professor Cronkite's was accepted. I knew that was it. Ever since, he's been doing research on his own like a man possessed. I don't know what it is he started researching, but whatever it was, it required an immense amount of capital and manpower. There came a point where he started seeking out every sponsor he could. Then half a year ago, I heard a place called the Anchorville Company offered an unprecedented amount of money. That name. So it got caught in your information network too, huh? Don't tell me this is the same thing as the Landport. Indeed, the Anchorville Company, much like the Macedon Trading Company, is also one of their shell corporations. Who are we talking about here again? A certain mafia. They're called Armada, and they're on both the guild and the police radars. What? Professor Callaghan was involved with people like that? I've heard the rumors has been expanding their territory an awful lot of late. Just how the hell could you have overlooked something like this? It's not my fault. I only got the info the other day. And what else could I do? Do you know what could happen to me if I put a pause on research for the Mafia? Think about the poor citizens who ended up helping them without even realizing it. So after losing against a genius professor, he started focusing entirely on his own research. My bet's that he's sticking to his same field of expertise. And if the Mafia has invested massive funds into his work, I have a bad feeling about this. A really bad feeling. The network delay that dropped down to 35% has gotten worse again as of this morning, too. That makes it highly possible that he's continuing his research in another location. But just where on earth could that be? Sounds like we got a good old-fashioned manhunt on our hands. We're going to be combing through this place way more than we did yesterday. I take it there are no objections. I don't like it, but I know it must be done. Better give our cards the proper ranks then. Fine, give me your cards. Rank B, the certification level you mentioned. Yeah, that one almost never gets issued. I'm not trying to bitch, but may as well just give us rank A at this point. That sounds like why did you give us rank A? Don't ask for the impossible, kid. Besides, we'll be able to get around much better than we could yesterday with these. Let's get to work. Time to get one over that Mafia.
I have a favor to ask.
What's up?
If at all possible, do you think I could accompany you?
I already thought that was already happening. Oh.
As Professor Hamilton's student, this situation with Professor Callahan isn't entirely unrelated to me, and I very much consider it my job to do something about it in her stead. Please, let me come with you.
Contrary. That's fine with me, but just to give you a heads up, our work takes priority. That means you're gonna be tagging along while we take care of business. That gonna be a problem? You mean like yesterday? That's fine. I wouldn't even mind helping out if there's anything I can do. Well, we're counting on you guys. I'll reach out to my contacts, see what I can dig up while you're at it. And just don't do anything too crazy, okay, Katra? Don't worry so much, Izzy. I'm in good company. But whatever it takes, I'm determined to set things right while she's not here to do it herself. I know. I'll start talking to any gunners who supply Professor Callaghan with parts. If I hear anything back, I'll let you kids know. Take good care of the boy. Yeah, you got it. By the way, Agnes, it glowed last night, didn't it? It did, yes. Most likely at the same time as when Professor Callaghan's final transmission went out. We're getting close then. Yes, the last time the Genesis glowed like that was... what are you talking about? What's the Genesis? Don't worry about it. Work stuff. I'm sure we'll fill you in eventually, though. I hope you don't mind, Katra. If you say so, it must be something that can take a while to explain. So, where should we start? If possible, I'd like to first speak to Yang. You would better know him as Professor Cronkite. The Garamis professor had beef with, right? Yeah, I bet you know a thing or two about his research. Sounds good to me. Plus, I think it's about time we have a little talk with yesterday's client. The anonymous one? Not so anonymous to us at this point. Come on, let's settle the score. So we'll be making the rounds through Newtown and the artisanal district heading to the Institute of Science. That sounds perfect. Then may day 2 of our work begin. Right, Contra join the party.
I see.
I figured this would be my party, guys. I was about to put these 3 people in, too.
Never underestimate the Vern Company.
About Professor Callahan? If you learn of his whereabouts, please do let us know, mister. We haven't been able to reach him. He's been our company's advisor for years and years, and now he's just gone. I can only hope that he's safe wherever he is. Wait a minute, where are you here? Indeed, this is likely the best compromise available. This should at least get the project off the ground. Well, frankly, I don't see what's in it for us. This is a big responsibility for a little benefit down the river. That said, I've heard grumblings of a different project. I can try and pull some strings for you there. I appreciate it, but we should be fine. That project is a bit unique. Honestly, I don't know much about it myself. We don't know who's working on it. whatever it is, it's highly confidential. So it would seem I'm not private to any of that info myself either. Every company has its secrets, but it's rare for enterprise to get more confidential than our own. What are they up to there? Alright, let's get going then. Well, looks like you hit the nail on the head. This whole thing is linked to the Mafia. How do you know? Freaking guild. Y'all stick your nose in every damn corner, I swear. Oh, don't be salty about it, bud. That's just what their comms network gets them. Yeah, I think it could be really useful for us too if we just work together. You good there, guys? I don't remember them dogpiling on him like that. Are they picking up on his sarcasm? Anyway, we know what we gotta do now. We're gonna get our equipment sorted out, then we move. You gotta stay sharp out there. Beneath that prickly exterior, he really does care for us. Indeed, perhaps certain Spriggan is rubbing off on him. He is a little bit more nice to us, I guess. We're actively searching for Hal and Callaghan, but it looks like the CID is already on the move themselves. The fact they're showing up means it's such an everyday incident. There's gotta be more to this. I hate to trust things to them, but we're in no position to turn them down. Today, we finally meet with the Vern Company to hammer out a bit partnership. Cooperation with the academic community is one of Vern's founding principles, so they're pretty receptive to the idea. It's just after the foundation got cut out, things have been a bit dicey. But I can't let that get to me. I'm gonna ace this. Just rehearse and execute. How'd it come to this? No, maybe there's still time. We just need a hero. If memory serves, they work for a Vern Weapons R&D contractor. What happened here exactly? They look out of sorts. It was bad enough trying to work through network issues. It was driving our online reservation system haywire. We had double bookings, outages, random cancellations. It was a nightmare. We've never had to deal with anything like that before, and I hope we don't have to again. It's horrifically bad for ratings. Just to make sure, homeboy, you're not Armada in disguise again, alright? Because this kind of reminds me, give me deja vu if they're bad. You kind of look like Dante. Slightly look. Is he in disguise again, guys? Is that Dante? Are you Dante? Okay, just making sure. I'm gonna try to follow the same shit twice.
The Aerotran's just awesome.
The Aerotran. Luce is really cool. She's so calm and collected, and she's really good at what she does. She's like the opposite of me. I just go hopping from my odd job to another, but she's landed her dream job already. Maybe I should take notes and figure out what I want to do with my life. You know, maybe I can just start working at the pharmacy. I think I'm on good terms with Luce now. Maybe she can teach me. I got in touch with Cindy for the first time in a while. Goddess Almighty makes me sit to hear what the professor put her through. They said it was because she was the only woman in the lab, but that's no excuse at all. Her health really suffered because of it. Anyway, maybe I bought something from the drugstore as a little pick-me-up. Get that for you if you want me to.
Hello.
Hello? Can I get that granola bar? Thank you.
Thanks for shopping.
No, thank you. My mentor, Professor Aurelier, told me about what happened at the Institute yesterday. I didn't want to believe the rumors, but you can see it written all over those poor victims' faces. They look terrible. As a pharmacist, I want to do whatever I can to help them recover. Those women especially. Okay, what's all these dots, guys? It's up top. I don't know how to get over there. Oh well. Not really in, lady. Our lights started flickering this morning, and I'm not sure why. Surely the lamps aren't all going bad at once. We check them regularly. Huh? I'll have to lodge a ticket with the utility people. So yeah, they're messing around with the technology this time around, so. We've got our own problems to iron out though. Our communications network got thrown out of whack here. I have a friend who works for a factory on the outskirts of town. Turns out their columns were all messed up too. I knew a lot of places got damaged, but I wasn't expecting they'd get through to all the big factories and facilities too. The factories in the pavilion are constantly having their instruments checked. I'm hearing that the factory on the outskirts of town has been having power and comms trouble too. They're manufacturing our new model. It's supposed to go on sale in the spring, and I hope they get that resolved soon and that it doesn't spread.
That's the latest Orbital car.
Oh, Unifer, what are you doing out here? That was really nice. Got to see one exhibit and everything. And probably best we head on home now. Yeah, I'm fresh out of travel money now. I really owe my uncle for that. Oh, wait, that reminds me. He told me to say hello to a friend of his at the factory. He said he's the manager there. Ha, go figure he's got friends in high places. Sure, why not? I know it's kind of just an errand, but man, the thought of being a factory manager has me psyched. Right? I'm gonna ask if we can watch him work. So you don't want to acknowledge our presence right now then, Jennifer? And we hooked up with that side quest! Okay, I see how it is. Fuck you guys then. Why are we on the ground? Oh shit. So, wait a minute, where are we going? I got this report from the main branch that one of their terminals was acting up. I'm not sure what that's all about, but I hope it's just a technical gremlin and not a serious problem. But any downtime at all is bad business, bad optics. We better get it back up and fast or we'll lose more than just money. Huh? What you doing here? What's with all the nuts and bolts there? Oh, are you modding your car again? Modding sounds so illegal. I'm just doing it. I can't beat you just by being a better driver. I need a better car too. Well, you're not very good at tuning either. Remember when you tried to fix the radio that one time? Shut up. You said you weren't talking about that again. And besides, your dad's workshop has been helping you with your car too, haven't they? It's only fair I get to work on mine. Nah. I don't mind my cars one bit. I thought I told you that. Wait, you don't? Then how do they just... You really just drive them that good? Yep, what's the point in buying a win when you can earn it instead? You're telling me that I never stood a chance against you? All things equal, she still beats me. Workers everywhere have been grumbling about problems with their overheat equipment. I hope they get that fixed soon. It's been a headache for my husband too. He came into work and the machines at his workshop just wouldn't work. The distribution network seems really unstable right now. I'm worried it might affect our tuning service. I did some digging and I can confirm it's not just us. The whole city is running into issues. I contacted HQ about it, but they said they don't have a timetable. We might have to put them in the hot seat if this keeps up. Yeah, y'all about to lose some business. So I was talking to the store manager a second ago, right? He said the latest consumer model Orbit cameras can take video too, like movie cameras do. I'm sure the quality is not as nice, gotta make concessions for consumer grade stuff, but man, what if I can make my own homemade movies? I can't believe you can just do that now. I'm hyped out of my mind. So like, Chingyang won't move a edge. Julian wants to go check out the weapon shop and he hasn't come back. Is it just me or am I the only one that's trying to study stuff here? Yes, what's your take? Who's to say? Not a single eyewitness report either, and nobody in town saw a thing. Are we just grasping at straws here? I guess we could try the workshop area in the airport. I don't know. I guess Blanca's right. There's always a stone unturned. Let's split up and do another count through. I wonder if Alice has gotten any leads yet. We should be back up soon.
It's so convenient nowadays.
Hey lady.
Boarding the Aerotram.
I heard news of an incident at the Institute. The police were asking around for information and eyewitness reports. We have laws of everybody's Aerotram trips from their certification cards. You can scan it to get on and off. but we couldn't find anything that might relate to the incident. I'm sorry we couldn't be of any help.
Thank you for riding the Aerotram. Please mind your step while the tram is in motion.
Must say, why are we all just like sitting there looking? What the hell?
This is the Aerotram.
I just got back from a delivery to the Institute, but it sounds like something big went down there last night. The heck did I miss? It was in a special research building, I heard. Average Joes aren't even allowed in there. I don't want to be a thorn on their side while they're dealing with all that. What's the delivery boy to do? Guess I just have to sit tight for now. Maybe get the supply of someone in charge. Sounds like a good idea to me too, man. I'll be doing the same shit.
What to do?
I reported all this to the East Branch and brought Zen up to speed. They said they're gonna try looking into the Anchorville company for us too. I investigated them myself and I learned that they've been bringing up this suspicious freight truck into the city lately. I'll have to look into that more. Could it be related to Almana's dealings with Professor Callaghan?
What do we have here?
Let's see. Some classified information got stolen, and before things blow up, I want you to get it back. Please keep this a secret from any Burn employees. I'll be waiting in the hotel lobby. Harrison.
Interesting. So these are the sorts of odd jobs you take on?
Yep.
Yeah, the requests are a little under the table in nature. They're hard to bring up to the guild.
Professor Callaghan's undeniably smart, but all the same, he has had a bad habit of panicking and rushing into bad decisions. That's always been his weak point, really. He has trouble stepping back and clearing his head. I had way too much to drink last night, but it was a decent chance to shoot the shit with the artisans at least. They're a lot more relatable than I first thought. They take a lot of pride in doing their job right, just like I do. Supposed to be the middleman between them and the higher-ups, but looking back, I've just been pushing the higher-ups agenda onto them. I gotta start listening to their side of the story, you know? Maybe they can do their job better that way. Man, I sat down with my son last night, but we still can't really see eye to eye on things. I can't figure out if the kid's worth a damn. I just want to help him figure out what path he must take in his life. The workshop will let him find what works for him. But I can never get that through to them. Maybe I'm just not good at explaining it. We're browsing the artistic district at the moment. These workshops are quite impressive. Bosso reminds me a lot of Zeus's factory city over in Liberal. And all these engineering types remind me of a certain old fellow too. Who would that be? Oh, nobody. You've gotten yourself wrapped up in yet more trouble, haven't you? Do be careful. That goes for all of you too. We will, don't worry. And if we need your help, we'll let you know. Okay, who is this chick anyways? Especially with the capital S.
Well...
Thanks so much for letting me come along on this delivery. Oh, whoa, is that the top secret project over there? That's so cool. Easy, boy. You're like a big old puppy. Even the small stuff from this job is serious business, you know? You gotta make sure we do every step right. I just feel nervous slotting you in on a big project like that already. So if I can stop making you nervous, you'll let me on? I just gotta get better, right? I guess that's not the wrong way to take what I said. Just start looking before you leap. You gotta stop charging in bounty into these things, bud. Toss it. If he wants to do what's best for Verne, he grow damn spine. Now he can't know about every little under the table deal those brilliant civilians are doing. Excuse me, kids, I'm getting older by age. But it's still his job to keep everything above board. He's gotta stamp that crap out when he sees it. I heard about what happened over at the Institute. It sounds like the Artists Guild is helping out however they can. I'm really worried for Katre though. And the Institute, we can't just let those goons take it over, or all of Professor Hamilton's work will go to waste. Hey, you got a shop here?
Okay. No need to be see you again.
You ain't got nothing on
No need to be see you again.
Okay, that's towards the mine. Alright, so we need to go to this hotel. Hello?
Don't take too long to decide now.
I try not to.
Come back soon.
I love your voice, by the way. So our guests have been talking about Giscard landing some big new project. It's a common story nowadays. There's a lot of demand for research now, and that's good for spirits and business both. I like to think we've been helping them along in our own way too. Now we gotta step up our game with their projects ramping up. They gotta eat. It makes me all the more glad I got my brother to develop that online ordering system. It's a real lifesaver. Those two siblings are like a whole routine in of themselves. It never gets old watching them work the floor. The network issues have messed up my interior today, so I'm just standing by here. But I'm not complaining. There's hardly a boring moment here with those two around. Guess we gotta talk to the brother still. One of our guests is saying that our network issues have gotten even worse over the last day or so. Some people are just going off the grid altogether and staying offline until it all blows over. Ironically, our online ordering system is a bit more stable now. I guess there's less demand on the grid or something. Alright, so we need to go back to Newtown.
I guess we're off.
We gotta go back to the hotel, Katre. Yo, Harrison, right? Van Arkride and Arkride Solutions. You got a 4SPG for us? Oh, thank the goddess. I could really use your help right now. How so? Could you fill us in on the details? You're from Burns Weapons Development Division, right? That's right. Wait a minute. Are you Katre Salison? Hold on. Why is he here? Did I not specify that this was to be kept secret from the Institute? Your request asks for secrecy from Burn employees and not Institute of Science personnel. And anyway, Katre here ain't a researcher today. He's working with me for reasons. We won't know how to help you if you don't tell us what the problem is. I feel like this might be related to Professor Callaghan's situation. Alright. But please keep this under wraps. If CEO Towson hears about this, oh, goddess help me. I can't promise that. It depends on the severity of your situation. But I can promise that I hear you out before making any moves. Regaining that classified info is in our best interest, at any rate. Anything beyond that, well, that's the Spriggan's jurisdiction. Well, ain't the kid awfully bossy? Fine, I can work with that. Just let me explain myself in full, please, and preferably in private. Okay, so, well, there's no good way I can phrase this. I got caught in a honey trap. Oh, I've heard of those. They crop up a lot in books and films. I guess life really does imitate art. Well, the way I see it, that ain't really a problem on its own. She leaves you blue-balled and bankrupt or what? Well, stop beating around the bush. The more we know, the sooner we can get cracking. I know, it was late last night. I had just gotten off my shift at work. I had with me that briefcase with the classified documents in it as discussed earlier, and that was when I bumped into her, a hostess. She said she fell out with a regular customer she was fond of. She looked awful, but then one thing led to another, and we drank together at Hotel Ingress. Yeah, what did that lead to? Spit something more at us, why don't you? That's enough. Do I really need to go into more detail? Down, Aaron, and your snide little quips ain't helping. So what happened afterward? I don't remember, honestly. I couldn't keep my eyes open. When I came to, it was already the next morning. By then, she was long gone, and she'd taken the briefcase with her. I panicked. I heard about 4SPG requests, so I sent one in to try and save face. Huh? Bringing classified materials to a romantic tryst is rash, to say the least. I know, just with security clearance and all, I figured it would be safe. Indeed, the security card system has made outside attempts at data breaches difficult. Perhaps that was what led them to target an insider like yourself. So you'll take it? You'll take it, right? We have to act fast, the briefcase is good as gone. What should we do then? Alright, we'll take it. Thank you so much. I can finally see the light at the end of the tunnel. Thank you, Ben. I can't overlook this myself. So, just to make sure, have you contacted the hotel and asked if they still have it? You might have just left it at the bar or elsewhere. They have a lost and found for those sorts of things, I believe. Actually, that's a good point. I was so panicked that I just assumed it was stolen. Let's stay at the hotel first then. If they have it, case closed. Won't even charge you for that one. But if it was stolen, then we're on the case. Right, that's fine by me. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, but we don't have anything of that description here. We asked our guests to return any missing items they found, but we haven't seen or heard of a briefcase. Housekeeping has cleaned their room already, but they didn't find anything there either. Well, great. It does sound like it was stolen then, and that brings us to our mystery woman. By the by, did you happen to see a hostess or a hostess woman leaving the hotel yesterday morning? A hostess? No, not that I can recall. I see. Very odd. So where could she have gone in that time? Anybody in general living around that time then? Yes. Actually, there was a researcher who rushed out of the hotel that morning. She looked like she was in a hurry. And did she? Yeah, I think she did. She might have had a case with her. A researcher? You know, now that I think about it, she was really sharp. She knew far more about engineering than a layman should. I had been talking to her about my job, and she was asking me really in-depth questions about the tech I brought up. Well, sounds like her hostess gives BS then, and the scientist act too. Yeah, she knows more than she lets on. That puts the honey trap theory back on the table, and that means the hunt is on. One investigation from here. We've got enough to go on now. Right. Thank you so much. So we have a general idea who the suspect is. Now, how do we find her? Process of elimination. I'm thinking we can try to figure out where she couldn't be. Let's go over the briefcase for that. First step here would be figuring out a motive. What was in there and why was she after it? That's classified info, as I'm sure I don't need to remind you. But, well, yeah, we do need to know. Van, can I trust you? Trust is everything in this line of work, kid. Your secrets are safe with us, promise. Alright, Harrison, if you would fill us in. Okay, fine. So, there are blueprints for a new Orbit gun, plus some other design documents. The military is planning to adopt them soon. We've been getting our parts to the city pipelines ready. If those design docs were to fall into foreign hands, yes, that would be a problem. It does explain why its contents were so highly classified. Well, hopefully it doesn't come to that. But if they do get the docs, making the actual gun wouldn't be so easy. It used some very rare, very complicated metal alloys, and as far as I'm aware, only Bosso has custom-made machine tools required to work with them. You said the thief was all well versed with engineering. She might realize she needs those alloys when she starts reading the documents. Could she still be in the city then, trying to procure some alloys for herself? You can't just work with them by hand. The alloys are useless without those special tools. And you can't buy them from the burn store unless you show them your certification card. So even if she knew she needed the alloys, she shouldn't be able to use them. And she didn't steal the certification card too, did she? She shouldn't have. I mean, oh, adios. Harrison presently searched his pockets, but his certification card was absent. Are you kidding me? Not my certification card too. Oh no. Yeah, figured as much. She already has you wrapped around her finger. Betcha she went to the burning store with it. Let's go over there and ask around. You just sit tight until we finish our investigation. We'll keep you posted. Okay, good luck.
The Aero Tram's just awesome.
I gotta walk my ass all the way to the burning store. Welcome! Always good to see Institute folks. What can I do for you today? Yes, hello, we have a question. So, did a female researcher come by the store this morning? Yeah, somebody came by earlier today. It looked like a researcher to me. She was a real looker, too. I remember that much. She dropped by right after we opened. I see. Did she buy anything? She did, yeah. She asked for some alloy machining tools. It was a bit of a strange ask. But she had her certification card on her, so yeah, I went ahead and got those for her. She also asked if she could get the alloys themselves. Maybe she needed them for a project or something. Anyway, I told her they might be able to help her over at gift cards. So that's where our little fox ran off to. We best hurry. Thanks for the info. Alright, gotta get some gift cards now.
Let's be on our way.
Well, right to the workshop, guys. See if the old timer might have seen anything. Well, if it isn't Contre, what's got you looking so serious? I had a quick question for you, if you don't mind. Have you had a woman from the Institute come by looking for metal alloys? Huh? It's like you saw it happen. We had someone like that come by just a bit ago. She had a valid card, so I went ahead and sold her the alloy she wanted. Should I not have? Nah, don't sweat it. We just need to talk with her about something. I see. Well, I guess that's fair. Oh, now that you mention it, actually. She said something about hanging off to Liberal after she was done with her business here in Basel. If I had to guess, she probably made for Arch Canyon. Thing is, she was driving some sporty ETWs make, so you probably couldn't catch her if you tried. Well, that gives us a good idea where she is at any rate. Thank you. Shall we head over to the canyon then? I mean, as long as we can catch her if we do, you heard the man. Nope, northeast is where we're heading. Why? That's the complete opposite direction. Think about it. We're dealing with somebody who's making off with classified info and trying to shake the cops off her tail. So why would she just tell us some rando where she's going? She ain't gonna leave a trail like that. That does make sense, but then why did she tell Eugene she was going to Liberal? To deceive him, I suspect. She may very well have known she's being followed. Having stolen top secret intel, she's likely trying to throw the authorities off her trail. That does make sense. It's exactly what a criminal would do. I agree with Van then. Let's head from the highway toward Edith. Yeah, once we're back in Newtown, we can hop in my car and hunt him down. Van's car can be taken from the road under the motor pavilion.
Off we go!
Alright, Van, let's go find your car. Hop in, gang. We're taking the truck. We need to catch up before it's too late. Well, she's a comfy ride, right? It is comfortable, yes, but I don't think now is the time to be discussing that. Just hurry up, please. We have to make sure that classified information doesn't fall into the wrong hands. Yeah. Oh, I think that's the car. Looks like she's about to stop. I'm gonna pull over too, so get ready. Yes, I've left Boston with the documents in hand. I also procured the special tools and alloys, even if that was outside the scope of the mission. But that aside, everything has gone according to plan. I want to let you go for a moment. I'll call back shortly. I believe we have found our perpetrator. This is the honey trap, girl. Yeah, I hit that. Oh dear, I thought my little ruse would have brought me more time. You do not appear to be associated with the police or Marduk. Perhaps you might be interested in negotiating? I can offer you a substantial reward if you let me go. Tempting, but nah. Normally I'd be up for a little willing and dealing, but I've got a pair of scrutining eyes on me. Afraid you're just gonna have to hand over the case. Just what exactly would you have done had I not tagged along? Oh my, your research from the Institute is here too? Well, I'm sorry to disappoint, but the case stays with me. I'll give you two options. Go back to Basel empty-handed or return in body bags. We will never agree to our terms. I concur. We'll instead opt for the third option. Fight. That orbit gun design looks eerily familiar. It must be. Well, don't say I didn't warn you. What? Shit, I muscled this whole time? Someone came prepared. Not like it'll make any difference though. We'll make mincemeat out of them in second splat.
There are so many of them! Look out!
Alright, let's go.
I will address you all at once. Activating skill. No, you don't!
A chance!
Now's your chance for a sharp boost.
Got a whole slew of them. Over here! All for you!
Activating skill.
You got this!
Alright, Katra,
I'll
let's
take
go.
care of it. You got
Activating
this!
skill.
Optical cannon!
Stats upgraded.
Star was that? No way! How could I possibly have lost? Checkmate. Now give the goods. And while you're at it, answer me this. What organization do you belong to? Who hires you? I can answer that in her stead. I recognize that particular gun model. She's likely associated with Zek Orms. You mean that new weapons manufacturer? If I'm remembering things right, their name started making the rounds during the war with the Empire. Correct. They are similar to Marduk in some respects, although they are not nearly as large as an enterprise. Their ambitions for weapons development, however, are quite ferocious. They've been aggressive with expanding their market share of late. And now they're sending out spies to do their dirty work? Damn, that's slow. I can't say I disagree. Stealing technology from competitors is hardly an ethical business practice. Now then, I suppose we better get this stuff back to our client. We should also take her back with us. Could you be stranded for me, Fareda? On it. Yes, this all looks right. Thank the goddess, it's all still here. Thank you so much for getting the briefcase back. That's a relief. Is this case closed then? Well, no. It looks like they broke into it. She knew to procure the right alloys and their tools, so she probably got to read the documents. The information itself has likely reached Zek Dorms already. How they plan to utilize that information, I'm not sure. But simply having Republic schematics would give them an advantage in their own research and development. This is bad, really bad. There has to be something we can do to stop that, but what? There is another card we can play, but you might not like it. We can bring in some groups to help us out, but then, well, they'll know. This matter concerns more than just you now. There are far-reaching industrial secrets at stake. It would be in your best interest to swallow your pride and consult the authorities. Alright, fine, the company can know. What's your plan? Well, if we want to stay on good terms with the boys in blue, then we should probably bring this to Berne and let them work with the police themselves. Whole thing will be blown wide open at that point, but the client made his bed there. That'll at least stop the intel from spreading. Or we can call some friends in other places. We hit up the second lieutenant and the CID to have this stuffed out in no time. I think they'll be happy with the industrial spies down payment. You know what, Ben? Just to say a CID. You got me. Let's give the CID a call. The second lieutenant just so happens to be in the area. She should be able to cover it. The CID? Why go all the way up to them? Wouldn't the police be better suited for local investigations? Nah, the police can't do much about the big picture. This really threw a wrench in their plans. For better or worse, the police stick to the letter of the law. The CID, they don't really answer to anything. Justice is blind, but they got their eyes everywhere. Zek Dorms as a whole ain't going anywhere once they've done with this perp. I see. Well, that should be fine then. We'll contact the CID if it's all the same to you. Yeah, I don't really have a choice. I need to bite the bullet and confess. Then it's settled. Rosette, can you call up the CID? Certainly. Before long, Second Lieutenant Kayla and her CID accompaniment arrived at the scene. The spy was taken into CID custody, followed shortly by cutthroat negotiations with Zek Dorms. Shut up, Kyoka! The client did ultimately confess to his error. However, because he nonetheless helped the CID apprehend the spy, they conveniently expunged his name from the report of the burn company. Seriously? I can't thank you guys enough. Without your help, that briefcase would have done some serious damage in the wild. I I think it's probably for the best that we consulted the CID as much as I didn't want to. Yeah, sucks that we couldn't honor their original requests, but now we got brownie points with the CID, and you still got a clean sheet. Yeah, I feel a bit guilty getting off scot-free, but, well, I can't complain about that, can I? Thank you for considering such an airtight plan. I need to excuse myself for a minute now. They'll have to question me. Best of luck.
That's a wrap.
Mirror deposit confirmed.
Give me that chaos. I gotta hit that raid 3 soon. Alright, so now it's off to the Institute.
Let's do this.
Damn, there's a 4SPG here too.
Let's see what we've got.
Looks like we got a 4SPG. Pardon me for making this request when I know you're rather busy, but we would like your help gathering materials to make a certain painkiller. I was one of the details in Esmeralda's lab. Esmeralda and Ray. I was expecting Essie to have the request for us, though really, she could have just told us in person. I guess she just heard this is how we do things and roll with it. We'll have to go talk to her later. Agreed, we really owe it to her.
Indeed.
Indeed, we do. Let's not waste our time, let's go straight there. Oh, hello everyone. I take it you saw our request. The one about gathering ingredients for that painkiller? Yeah, we got it. I get why the request said we now too. Ah, now that you mention it, it did. You two are working together on this, I take it? That's right. I don't think you've been on before. Everyone, this is Ray. Pleased to meet you. I'm a researcher from ZCF over in Laurel. Esmeralda gave me a call asking for some help with this new project of hers, so here I am. I just flew in this morning. I study biology, plants specifically. My most notable work would be the acrobatic tomato, if you ever heard of that. I don't blame you if it's flown under your radar, though. It hasn't really caught on in Calvert yet. I don't remember anything like that. I think I've seen it on occasion at some imported food stores. It's that really bitter tomato, isn't it? I've had a few of those, I think. Acquired taste, to say the least. I heard they spread from the bird to crossbow and Arabonia as well. Yep, I've had them before. I think, wasn't that like a main cooking ingredient was an acrobatic tomato? I tried it once or twice, but they ain't really my thing. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Acrobatic tomatoes are about the exact opposite of sweet. I like them quite a bit, actually. So do I. They're the perfect pick-me-up when I feel myself nodding off. Glad I got 2 people in my camp at least. I ended up creating them by total accident in a greenhouse, if you can believe it. Imagine the shock and horror on my colleagues' faces when they unexpectedly bit into one for the first time. Oh, I cherish those memories forever. That was the impetus for my biology research. I was just drifting along without a specific focus before then, but those tomatoes saved me. He seems a little eccentric, doesn't he? Thought that was how all lab coat types operate. Well, to an extent, yes, but I say he makes the rest of us look normal. Wow, are they really that bitter? I kind of want to try one. Got it, so you're the botany guy, and then Ezra is the bioengineering buff. What led you two to work together on a painkiller together then? That does seem like a bit of a leap. You've got that look on your face, Katre. You've worked it out, haven't you? Well, yes. Being your understudy clues me into these things. First, though, I think we should figure out whether or not we'll take this job before we dive into the details. What's your call, man? We're going in, obviously. Alright, we're on board. What do you need us to do? Oh, thank you so much. Ezra is the project lead on this. For reference, I'm just helping out here and there. She'll fill you in on all the details. Let's go ahead and take it from the top. I'm working to develop bionic limbs for amputees, and these painkillers are an important step in the process. I had a hunch that was it. Bionic limbs, huh? Bioengineering indeed. That does sound up your alley. I know a lot of Jaegers use prosthetic arms and stuff. What does that have to do with painkillers, though? What these artificial limbs link directly to the user's nerves? You know your stuff. Leave it to the Marty representative to connect the dots. Oh, you flatter me. It's just a field I have a personal interest in. Traditional prosthetics rely on extrapolating movements from other muscles in the body. It's very awkward and exact, and limits their uses for practical applications. Bionic limbs don't have that problem though. Yeah, that makes sense. That'd be the best way to put one in if you can figure out how. You hook them up to the nerves and the brain can use them just like real limbs. Right on the money. That sounds incredible. Yep. Still mostly theoretical though. Practical examples aren't really there yet. We still have a lot of issues to work out. That's one of the big focuses in my department right now. And chief among those problems is how painful it is to have work done on your nerves. So that's what the painkiller is for. Exactly. Nerve work is an extremely painful procedure even after the attachment is finished. They're quite literally running a knife across your arm over and over again, all throughout the process. That sounds awful. Can't you just use anesthetic like they do for surgeries? Not really. Anesthesia isn't meant for regular use. Your body really wouldn't appreciate you knocking it out over and over. And that's why you need a painkiller for daily use with minimal side effects. I do know that painkillers are often made from plant extracts, which is where Ray's research comes in, I assume. Bingo! We might have found just the thing for our new painkiller. It's a luminous plant called the Muria moss. The Septian Church uses it liberally for their own medicine. I'm told it goes by soul moss in the east. Huh? I think Lonkai gave me some of that when he made that saw for me. Pretty rare stuff if I recall. For sure, you don't see it in the usual channels very often. I tried to ask my colleagues to see if they had any, but I came up empty-handed unfortunately. And that's what led us to you, Mr. Springen. Got it. Sounds pretty straightforward then. This ain't our home turf though. I can't exactly call it any favors here. All my connections are back home. Oh, you don't need to worry about sourcing it. We figured out that it grows naturally here. Back in Liberia, you can find it in the Chaldea limestone cave underneath the city of Zeiss. That cave has just the right humidity and proximity to the Septian veins. We positioned it that it might grow in other caves that meet those criteria. So we looked around here and bingo! We managed to find one. It's in the deepest part of that metal mine crouch I went into yesterday. Really? I should be able to guide everyone there then. You'll find the entrance in that open area where you rescued me yesterday. Well, that's convenient. That explains why you brought this to us and not the guild. Right, here's the key. This'll let you in. Perfect, thanks. Let's get going then. Be careful in there.
Time to go solve some problems. Let's get going.
And here's the key.
The door appears to be locked.
You got the key?
It won't be for long. We have the key right here.
Great, now we can keep moving. Right, let's make our way to the innermost depths with this Muria moss. Ooh, that's a big one.
Arts attack to guns!
Alright, Arts.
I'm going.
You're brace yourself!
Charge attack available.
Damn, you got eyes on this.
Enemy shard strike. Now's your chance to deploy shards.
Alright, gotta use Earth.
A chance for a shard boost. Now's your chance to boost.
Activating skill.
My turn.
This'll hurt.
Activating skill.
It's over.
Got a lot of horse users today.
Nice. That went great. I'm on it.
You're a true professional, Van.
First skill ready to go.
Stop, man.
Gotcha.
Got you like a ball.
Gotcha.
First skill ready to go.
This is not really fast.
First skill ready to go.
Nice.
That went great.
I owe you, Van.
Could get tricky with so many.
Now's your chance for a charge attack.
Take the stun. You snooze, you lose.
Their defense is down, and now it's time to strike.
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand.
One more.
Activating skill.
Over here. All for you. Keep it up.
And they're all weak to earth. Over here, Patrick.
Initializing drive.
Initializing drive.
Activating drive.
Activating skill.
This'll hurt.
Give us your all.
I'll dice you up.
Activating skill.
There.
I think I've grown a little.
Nice job, Contra.
Engaging enemy!
Show them what you're really capable of.
Gotcha. There. Gotcha.
Unleashing shark strike.
Their defense is down, and now it's time to strike.
It's over.
Give them your all.
Activating skill. Activating skill.
Good.
Nice. That went great.
You're a true professional, Van.
I appreciate it, Agnes.
Arts attack device.
Engaging enemy!
Show them what you're really capable of.
I do hope everyone is well.
Boost gauge fully replenished.
Appreciate that, Mario.
Take this down.
Unleashing shark strike.
Got it.
Gotcha.
Now's your chance for a charge attack.
Nice. That went great.
I owe you, Van.
Gotcha.
Red. I can see Red get the hell out of there.
Nice work.
Gotcha.
I do hope
Multiple
everyone is well.
hostiles. Kick their ass.
Why are there so many?
Gotcha. It's done.
We're in the wheel right now, Ted. Look out.
This'll hurt.
Activating skill. Now's your chance, Rosette.
Activation skill.
Prepare yourself. Miss Claudel.
Activating skill.
By the heavens. Here. If you could.
Activating skill.
There we go.
Oh, looks like a chest.
Let's open it.
Good. Hopefully I got some nice data.
That was flawless, Katra. Oh, Cord leveled up.
Alright, nice job, Parcel.
Arts work best on this end.
Get Parcel far real quick.
There. Don't forget about your charge attack. Combat over. Processing data.
Gotcha. Take this. Gotcha. Let's finish the job. It's done.
Now's your chance for a sharp boost. Activating skill.
It's over.
Give them your all.
Activating skill.
Keep it up.
All right, Katra, let's go.
Activating skill.
Way too easy.
Good. Hopefully I got
Hello,
some nice
Cord,
data.
level up.
Sorry, Rosette, we interrupted you. I believe this is the innermost depths of the sealed area. Take a look at the surface of that boulder in the back. It's glowing. It must be Zemuria moss. It looks so mysterious. Alright, let's grab some. Actually, before that, it's approaching from above. Be careful. This pressure, we must be invading his territory. Yeah, stay focused, people. We're driving it back. I'm not surprised.
Oh, yes!
Activating drive.
Up to you, Reset.
Accelerating. Mr. Ultra!
Activating skill.
Coming.
Activating skill.
You're open.
Ooh, nice dodge.
There. Got it. Dispatching shield.
There.
If you could.
Here goes.
You're doing a lot of damage. I like it.
Full boost. Now you're ready to go, boss.
You're crushed.
Activating skill.
Here goes.
Activating skill.
Time for the main event. Vandalize. Raid.
Oh shit. Activating skill.
All you on, yes.
Alright, got to go all out now.
Boost activating skill.
Shine. Control ray.
Deploying shield.
Got your number. My move now.
Activating skill.
Alright, fast, finish it.
Activating skill.
I'll sight you up.
Ooh, got through all that. I'm glad that worked out. Very nice work, everyone. Time to grab the goods. Obtains the Maria Moss. So this is the Maria Moss. Its pale glow makes it quite the mysterious plant. I'll bet this go for a shit ton of mirror if we grab them by the root. They're important research materials, so please only take what you need. Just messing around, kid. Pretty sure you're at least half serious. Like I don't get where he's coming from, though. Anyway, that's the job done, folks. Let's get back to the research lab.
Time to depart.
This is what you're looking for, right? Then head over to the Zamoria Mossy Gather. Yep, this is the stuff. Oh, thank you so much. Now our research can go forward as planned. We can't let old George do all the work, can we? Is he a colleague of yours at the Institute? Oh no, he's all the way over in Arabonia, actually. He's a student of Professor Schmidt, another one of the 3 disciples, and he's researching artificial limbs too. Bioengineering isn't his niche, but he's a whiz at just about anything he puts his mind to. A friend of his lost an arm a while back, and he's been working really hard on artificial limbs ever since. He's even published papers on them. Yeah, I remember reading those papers. They were comprehensive, to say the least, and not just a theory, but design limits, materials, budgeting, everything. Truly a brilliant man. You're quite well connected, I see, even outside your specific field. I happened to meet him when he visited ZCF to study a while back. We hit it off pretty well. Turns out we share a lot of friends ourselves. We plan to share this painkiller with him once we finish developing it. We may come from different backgrounds, but we're both engineers working toward a common goal. That's the whole point of science, no? Aw, how sweet. That's kind of a thing among Jaegers too. At the end of the day, work's work, and having some friendly competition never hurts. Well, we're trying not to take up any more of your time. Thank you so much for your help. glad to be of service. That goes for you as well, Cadre. Please do try and rest when you can. Well, same to you, Ezzy. Thanks, though. I'm glad we could help.
Well done, everyone.
Reward deposited.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I don't really miss George. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know he's supposed to be like a good guy now, but I just can't. I can't forget what he did. I don't give two fucks about George. Fucking asshole betrayed us. This is Cronkite's laboratory. Oh, I remember seeing you yesterday. Were you looking to speak with Professor Cronkite? He just left. Sorry. Shoot, we just missed him. He does seem to be spending a lot of time outside his lab lately. You wouldn't happen to know where he went, would you? We're looking into Callaghan's disappearance. We thought you might know a thing or two about the guy. I'm not sure where he went, I'm afraid. If I had to guess, though, I think he's taking a quick break right now. There's this cafe he's taken to visiting lately. He usually heads out for a pick-me-up around this time. Oh, where is it? Well, that's the million-dollar question. The owner, Willie, roams around town all throughout the day. The cafe is never in one place for long. He just packs up and goes wherever his heart guides him. The professor and his pattern down to a science, though. I have no idea how he does it. Oh, that's the place we visited yesterday. I do remember the guy saying some professor type stopped by a lot. Neither Ezzy nor I can make sense of the cafe's movements either. Well, process of elimination it is then. Now, let's start with where we saw it last. Maybe we'll run into somebody you saw and pack up, and then we can just follow the trail from there. It was in the artisanal district last night. Doubt he went anywhere else that night given how late it was, so that could be our starting point. We have a lead then. We should ask if anyone in the area saw the cafe the following day. Yeah, let's head on over to the church and see what's up.
Then let's head over.
Alright, so yeah, we did talk to this guy last night, Willie, because he's like Shino. We gotta go up top. Hey, I'm catching up to you, homeboy. He running now.
Now then.
Well, this is where we saw Willie last night, but sure enough, he's long gone. Kyoka, if you don't stop! Hey there, you guys, looking for Willie's Cafe? You can say that, yeah. I was eating at his place when he was here last night. After I finished my meal, he closed up shop and went out toward Newtown. If I had to guess, he's probably over there today or close to it. You can never be sure with him. The guy's a real freebird, but that's as good a guess as any. Gotcha. Now that you mention it, he was over there this time yesterday, too. Sucks he doesn't stick to a schedule, but maybe he does have a pattern. We might also find people there who have seen the cafe more recently. This is our most probable lead, so I recommend we take a look. Sounds good. Let's head on over to that hotel where we saw him yesterday, and then we can go from there. Thanks for the help, man. No problem, dude. Not sure what you're tracking him down for, but best of luck regardless.
Let's get going.
Alright, so here's the hotel.
The Aerotram's just awesome.
I wasn't expecting much, but oh well. Just how I want to spend my day, going on a wild goose chase on the clock. The food here is so good, it just sucks that it's so hard to track this place down. I was lucky to catch him before he moved. Alright, now I'm feeling energized. Time to get it cracking. And X marks the spot. Excuse me, you got a second, miss? Oh, you guys looking into those harassment claims, right? I got in touch with a friend of mine for the first time in a while. She works at the Institute. Need me to set you two up? Nah, this is something different. Don't worry, it's nothing serious. We're just looking for somebody. The Roman Cafe was just around here, right? Oh, Willie's? Yes, he was parked here until, about 10 minutes ago. I guess he's quicker on his feet today for whatever reason. As soon as I got done eating, he packed up and left. I think he was headed for the artisanal district. Great, the whole run around. You sure this wild goose chase is worth it? Well, he can't have gone very far yet. Sometimes he changes his mind and stops right in his tracks. He really does go wherever his heart wanders. Well, we know where to look. Let's catch him before he strays too far. Guess we're still in town then?
It's so convenient.
Oh shit, we found him. I was getting ready to leave. Yang! Finally found ya!
Katra, and that group with the Spriggan, correct? I expected you might be coming to find me soon.
Strange how the man we just so happened to casually run into twice already is doing such incredible work for the Republican Army. Yeah, he's developing weapons like those big humanoid things, right? Correct. He is quite a known figure within Marduk. Pleasure seeing you again. It's a real honor that such an esteemed professor remembers folks like us. And since you do, I imagine you got a pretty good idea while we're here.
I do, considering your position in recent events. Professor Callahan truly has left me in quite a predicament. His ties to the instability of the Orbital Network and its distribution, as well as the Mafia, were unfortunate enough on their own. But now here you are, dragging me into it.
How did you know all of that? You get all that from the CEO?
No. The logic is simple enough. One need only link the subject of his research to the timing of the city's recent dilemmas for the pieces to fall into place. There is also that vast sum of money he received from an unknown source and various inexplicable phenomena to consider. It all shares a lot in common with those perplexing incidents that have taken place across the Republic the past few months.
Yep, Armada's been doing a lot of crazy shit with money too. So we know it's them.
The ones related to Armada and their ever-expanding influence. Now, am I wrong?
You are absolutely right. Whoa! I'm amazed that you can connect the dots so precisely. Then we have all we
need? Do you really?
Right. It's the researcher's duty to substantiate a working theory by accumulating proof. Any conclusion that skips over the process holds no value.
As I've so often told you, ultimately, you must arrive at your own conclusion as a fellow researcher, though I would not be against offering you my guidance as I did when you completed Fio and Zeros. I shall be on my way then. I have much research that requires my attention.
We're just gonna let him go like that? This guy is such a pain in the ass. And here I thought he was gonna be our next lead. Do you mind, Agnes? No, I understand. Just a minute, please. Researchers don't work all on their own to find answers, right? The wisdom they gain is built on the research and papers of people who came before them. Oh.
True. I cannot deny that. And?
I was just thinking we could exchange info. Make a deal? We happen to have something that pertains to those inexplicable phenomena you brought up. If you'd be open to giving us a little more of your time, I think we and that something can make it worth your while. You mean, is it the Genesis?
Very well then. I'm intrigued. I'd like to see this something that relates to all the incidents taking place across the Republic. This puzzle piece that appears neither to be an artifact nor the singularity from a year and a half ago. Well, where is it?
I said, we're not about to do this in the public, right? We gotta go somewhere for that first. It's gonna be prying eyes. Wow. I see now. Analyze this device for us, Katre. Can I touch it? Yes, of course. Judging by the way it's aged, I wouldn't even say it's anywhere close to being a century old, so definitely not an artifact. All these buttons and indicators make the front look obtuse at first, but it's all organized and looks to serve a clear purpose. From my perspective, it resembles more of the original generation of ordnance back when they were based off clocks. It's significantly more complex than any of those, however. This here is the work of a genius. Wait, could this have been made by a commendable effort? It is one of the experimental devices that my own master was involved in developing, leading to the establishment of orbit technology. One of the 8 orbital prototypes developed by Professor C. Epstein. They are called the 8 Geneses. I was not aware they were still in existence. I can't believe I'm touching an orbital designed by Professor Epstein. How did you come to have something like this on, yes? Sorry, but we're gonna have to stay tight-lipped on that one, even if you are considered one of the 3 disciples. Like we said before, showing it to you, we're counting on you guys to keep their existence a secret. I will be true to my word, and it does help me understand what you're doing here in Basel now. Now it's time I compensated you for what you have shown us. You want us to know about Professor Callaghan's research, correct? Yeah, we've heard he was the one who developed the weaponry that's being used by Calvert at the moment. So whatever he's trying to develop right now has to do with military tech too. You are indeed correct regarding what he achieved, but he is a researcher of engineering science first and foremost. In a sense, he is currently grappling with one of that field's most difficult challenges, the realization of a certain thought experiment and the use of the physical phenomena involved as weapons. What's a thought experiment? Oh, it couldn't be. Yes, it does surprise me in the least that someone from Arctic wouldn't have heard of that to which I'm referring. Of course, the existence of such weapons is purely theoretical. It is impossible to create them using modern technology. Not without a discovery so groundbreaking that it fundamentally upends what is possible. Well then, I have said all I intend to. Now I must return to work. Hey! I'm not following any of this. I don't believe in discussing the research of others that live completely until it has been published. I've given you all the information that the antique you showed me justifies. Project will enlighten you on the rest, I'm sure. So that's where he draws the line as a researcher, huh? This was very like him. So are you able to pick up where he left off? Yeah, what's this thought experiment he was talking about? Well...
I remember hearing about this from Professors Callahan and Hamilton a long time ago. About a theoretical form of tech in which the smallest units of matter would create a fusion reaction, producing a massive amount of energy. Such diabolical weapons cannot be created, but if they could, the consequences could be unthinkable. They're often referred to as nuclear weapons.
What an ominous idea. I could barely understand your explanation, but just hearing it sends a chill down my spine. Yeah, you can say that again. Their existence is purely theoretical. No one has ever come close to creating such a thing. The predictive simulations that Murdoch has run rate the probability of being realized anytime soon as extremely low. Parallel distributed computing alone isn't going to be enough to get over the insurmountable hurdles that stand in its way. Agreed. Even if whatever it was that worked behind the scenes in Croswell a year and a half ago was the one involved, Professor Callaghan would know all of this too, so he really is still trying. That makes it even harder to guess where he could be. But we still have to find him, whatever it takes. So I guess we're going back to the Institute?
Let's get going.
So we gotta go all the way. Man, I'm about to get lost here, guys. Where's the stairs leading up? I don't know where to go.
Not this way.
Okay, well, how do I get there then, man? Okay, there's got stairs. I'm about to say, where's the other stairs at? I mean, this whole goddamn city is a goddamn maze. I haven't been over here yet.
The breeze here feels so nice.
I thought you would want to take some more time off. You still look awfully tired. Are you sure you're alright? I just don't want to cause anybody more trouble than I already have. And I never expected Professor Callaghan to just disappear like that either. Nor did I. I was just as shocked when I learned of it this morning. The police are investigating as we speak. It has to have been a kidnapping. He would never just vanish and leave his research on the table like that. I just can't believe it. I didn't want this. I hate what he did to me, but I never wanted to end up like this. Cindy. Hey there! Sorry to intrude, but you're Cindy then? Oh, are you? Right, you're the Spriggan investigating his disappearance. Now I remember. Uh-huh, that's me. Yeah, do you need something from me? We wanted to talk to you about a job we were working on. Can we talk in private for a sec? So, your name was coming up a lot when we were looking into these harassment allegations here at the Institute. We got an anonymous tip to kick this whole thing off, so I just wanted to ask, were you the whistleblower? I'm sorry, but no. Wait, it wasn't you? Definitely not. This is the first time I've heard about you. But I admit, he was really starting to wear me down. I started feeling like I should just leave the Institute entirely. Sometimes I wanted his research to crash and burn. Sometimes at night I wish I would disappear. But I just can't go public with this. He's such an incredible scientist. I couldn't bear to ruin his whole career over this. I see. I wonder who our client could have been then. Good question. We did get a couple of hints from yesterday's questioning. Let's start with those. I may be barking up the wrong tree here, but have you met a man called Oster? He's another one of my colleagues. I last saw him at this morning's meeting. He was mumbling to himself throughout the meeting. It made me kind of curious. I think I heard him say they took it. If they get the evidence, he's done. Huh? That's my first time hearing his name. They took it. Could very well be us taking his job off our bulletin board. You might be onto something there. Could you tell us where we might find him? You mentioned that he was doing his work on a supply today since the lab is out of commission. He's probably still somewhere in the Institute, but I couldn't tell you where specifically. Got it. That's for the info. Please say nothing of it. I just hope the professor's okay. The harassment is one thing, but his disappearance has everyone shaken. And I hope I can bounce back from all of this. I know it's been tough on everybody while I was away. If you do find Oster, give him my regards. Is this the nigga? This theory could greatly simplify the equations we're using. I'll have to test that out at the lab. Or wait, no, I forgot. It's a total mess right now. I'll have to wait until it's cleared up. I need to do the professor proud. I can't screw this up now. Son, you Oster? Cindy told us about you. And who are you, if I may ask? We're from Arkwright Solutions. Guy put out a request on our bulletin board yesterday and we're looking into their case. It's them. I was expecting you to seek me out in person. I did find out that you took the job though, and that you talked to the professor directly. I saw you leaving his room yesterday. Well, that saves me the rundown. Sorry if that's not what you wanted us to do. The way you wrote the request made it sound like you just wanted him to stop instead of trying to bring legal action against him. That's right. Very sensitive of you. Kudos. Do you mind telling me what he said? Not at all. Van provided Oster all the testimonies they had recorded the previous day. They then summarized the conversation with Professor Callaghan. Yeah, I had a feeling he'd do that. I completely agree. His behavior was reprehensible. We tried to explain that to him, but he just wouldn't listen and nothing worked. Of course, that's all on the back burner now. Yeah, one look at this lab and you can tell how oppressive it is. I'm really worried for him. It's gotten so bad that I actually considered going public with this. This is just too much to bear. But, well, not right now, I won't. His safety takes priority. So it's not just revenge, is it? You scientists, there's more to it. Oh, absolutely. I never met a more talented, passionate man than Professor Callaghan. Who he is as a person doesn't change who he is as a scientist. He's one of the greatest minds of our generation. I still respect him, but all the same, I hate how he betrayed me. That's what a lot of your... Wait, hold on. Back up a bit. What do you mean betrayed? Above this abuse, above all else, Callaghan betrayed my feelings. Every time I see the professor with him, it makes my blood boil. He does a bunch of work behind our backs. He goes scurrying out of town on a whim. Just why? Am I not good enough for you, Professor? Or you just toss me to the wayside like that? I'm sorry, I'm ranting. No, it's quite alright. It sounds like Astor had a much more complicated relationship with Professor Callaghan. One guy yesterday said some of the professor's assistants were acting real weird lately, but he put that down to stress. Well, this is definitely news to us. We're working on another job, actually. They want us to try and find him. If you know anything about where he might have gone, you mind sharing with us? Oh, you're looking for him? Of course. I like to think I know him pretty well. I don't like letting him out of my sight for even a second. Could you tell us about this individual he meets with then? I don't know his name, but I know he's not from the Institute. He does dress like it anyway. He's real cushy with the professor now. I've never gotten a good look at his face. I only ever see him at night. You said he goes out of town a lot. Do you know where? Yeah, the old outdoor experiment complex. You're familiar with it, right, Contre? Right, that building on the outskirts of the canyon? That does sound weird. What on earth was he doing out there? I wish I knew. All I know is that he would head out there with that strange friend of his. I just don't understand why he's gallivanting off with some other man when he has me. Well, thanks for the info. That's a real big help. I'm glad to hear that. Please bring him back safely for me.
Well done, everyone.
Love to see it.
Love to see it, man.
Reward deposited.
That was a lot to take in, and I'm still trying to process it all myself. I can hardly believe Professor Callaghan is to develop a nuclear weapon. His chances of success are slim to none, but we can't discount the possibility that he'll make another dangerous invention along the way. And we can't let something like that fall into Armada's hands. We'll need some clues if you want to stop them, though, and that outdoor experiment complex in the canyon is the best lead we have right now. He's been frequenting that place, there's a chance to have left something incriminating behind. Well, what are we sitting around here for then? Let's get our ass over there and get the jump on him. We'll bag that son of a bitch in a jiff and leave the cops, skills, and CID's jaws on the floor. A solid course of action. We should make our way over there as soon as we are ready. Sounds like a plan. I should let my classmates know what's going on. Let's go ahead and save the game here real fast, guys.
Let's get going.
Here we are. Keep your eyes peeled, folks. Got it. Thinking about it, that's the first time we ever got to drive somewhere as a group. Now that you mention it, you're right. The truck is much more comfortable now, too. Yeah, you've clearly done more than just expand the vehicle's capacity, huh? You must have spent quite a lot of time in Mirror customizing it. You can tell? Yeah, the suspicion is the main thing. Nope, not interested. Anyway, we came here, but I almost forgot you were here last night. Wasn't that because of Rosette's? It's quite alright. I'm sure Mrs. Allison is well aware. You were talking about that Marduk satellite? Yeah, I know about it. You were the one communicating with it then. My apologies. I didn't intend to disturb your stargazing. Don't worry about it. It's bothered me before, but we need all the support we can get right now. Look! Theo and Zeros are here to help. Han, so the Robo-Mutt's here to hang out too? He's good for ground combat, right? Can see him being a big asset here. Oh, without a doubt. We're going to explore the canyon, Theo, and I want you to remain vigilant of the surroundings, Zeros. Understood, Quatre. So our destination is the outdoor experiment complex at the other end of this road, right? That's right, but we're sure to run into monsters on the way. Be careful. Alright, let's get it.
Watch out for ranged attacks!
I eagerly await your performance.
Now's your chance for a charge attack.
This'll hurt.
Activate your skill.
It's over!
Oh, we can go down here now.
Watch out!
Nice.
That enemy
That was
looks
great.
strong. You're a true professional, Van.
You got it. Sorry, man. Put your butt late.
Stay calm and deal with it.
Oh, you missed.
Launching arrow!
Engaging hostiles. Activating skill.
North Crush! Nice. That went great.
I owe you, Van.
You're good.
Pressure located.
Take this!
Yeah, sorry.
Take this!
Let's deploy Spark and confront.
Take this!
Unleashing shark!
Daddy. That?
This will
Activating skill.
North Crush! You picked the wrong guy to fight.
Shall I prepare some sweets for you, Mr. Arkwright?
Appreciate it. Got some chickens over there. A little chicken.
I eagerly await your performance.
Show them what you're really capable of!
They all trying to get
Next target.
Take this!
Now's your chance for a charge attack.
Well then,
Bear.
away we go.
Engaging hostiles.
Brace yourself!
Gotcha!
Don't forget about your charge
Take
attack!
this!
Got it.
Take this!
Activating skill.
Give them your all! There!
Real question is, how far away is this freaking building?
Deploying shards.
A chance! This will hurt.
Activating skill.
Light you up!
I want
Ah,
these.
yes.
Alright. Let's get some power in there.
Activating drive.
Get these guys kind of cast together.
Activating skill.
My apologies.
On yes!
Activating skill.
That double cast.
A chance!
Activating skill.
This'll
I
hurt.
got the follower.
It's over! That's
Oh,
how it goes.
yeah! Got it, man.
I leveled up.
You're pretty good too, Katre. Nice work, you two. The same to you, Katre. That dog of yours is a hell of a beast, huh? Yeah, he's just as tough as any military monsters I've ever seen. FIO supports providing a valuable asset in battle, too. Thanks, though I wasn't the only one who made them. I had the rest of my family's help. Life was so much fun in those days. The professor was still in Fossil. Yang and Essie was around, too. Supervisor Giskar was always there to support us, and Professor Callaghan was so nice to everyone, too. Katre. Professor Hamilton left the Republic roughly 2.5 years ago to assist with the environmental issues of the East, correct? Yeah, she did the right thing for the future of Zemuria, but a lot has changed for the worse here since then. She would say Yang is the greatest mind to be born since her own teacher, and that's made clear with his weapons development work for the government. Now he should focus on some other mystery project that I'm sure will be incredible. As he's mostly focused on developing new technology in the field of medicine now, she's always been one for getting lost in her own world. Professor Callaghan was the top engineer of his generation, but he ended up getting surpassed by Professor Cronkite, which is what eventually led to our current mess. Yeah, I promised Gran I'll take care of things in her absence, but I haven't done a good job at all. I don't know how I'm going to face her when she comes back. I'm sorry, just forget I said anything. By Gran, you mean Professor Hamilton, right? Oh, you trying to come across as a big man, but you're just Grummy's bad boy at the end of the day, huh? I wouldn't go that far. She's family, so I care about her a lot, that's all. She, Yang, and Essie might not be my family by blood, but they're in every other sense. I see. Heh. Anyway, this isn't any place to be standing around flopping our jaws. Let's get a move on.
Multiple hostiles. Time to kick their ass.
Got a whole lot of them.
Commencing battle. Proceed with caution. Don't forget about your charge attack. Unleashing sharp strike.
Burst skill ready to go.
What's up?
Finish your own.
I'll dice you up! Up to you, Reset!
Treasure located.
See ya.
I did it!
Hey, Rosette, you got an instant heal now. Getting better every day.
That looks like a nice chest.
It's just a defense +3. Trash.
Watch out for ranged attacks.
Thank you, Mirror Bear.
Commencing battle. Proceed with caution.
Now's your chance for a charge attack.
You snooze, you lose.
Activating skill.
We need a boost. So I triggered these plants right here by accident then? What's going on?
Activating skill. Target locked. Mr. Salesian.
Alright.
Activating skill.
Zeros, get to work! On yes!
My apologies.
A chance!
Got it.
Activating skill.
I'll dice you up!
On yes!
Activating skill.
I love that follow-up attack.
You're open.
You'll pay for
Activating
that.
skill.
Kinda tough. Got it though.
Activating skill.
It's over!
Activating skill. Activating skill.
Go.
Up to you, Reset!
Now's your chance,
Energy
Rosette.
output max. Activating skill.
I will be quick.
Let's go down.
Activating skill.
There!
Stats upgraded.
Man, everybody's leveling up today. What's going on? We're going in the right direction here, aren't we? As far as I remember, yeah. I've been here before, but not many times. No reaction from it at all? Not even a little, no. We're just gonna have to keep pressing on then. Are you talking about the Genesis that you showed us earlier? Yes, we have reason to believe the Genesis are in some way connected to what's happening here. I really wish I knew a bit more about them. How did you even end up with something belonging to Professor Epstein? Well, Anya's gave Katri a brief summary of her background and all the crisis Genesis had caused thus far. So you're Professor Epstein's great-granddaughter? You know, I do remember hearing from Professor Hamilton that he had an adopted daughter who went missing. That would be my grandmother, yes. She passed when I was younger, however. Those words at the end of Professor Epstein's diary certainly are worrying, as it's all the trouble you say they've caused. Even if Professor Epstein did make them, I can't believe how much they seem to be capable of. We still don't know what they'll be used for here in Basel either. Even if we assume they are involved here, we still don't know how they'll tie into what's happening. Yeah, there does seem to be a clear pattern we can deduce from all the other cases to guide us. Actually, I might as well ask. You don't think having something like that will let them develop impossible tech, right? No, it's highly unlikely. There are exceptions like whatever happened a year and a half ago, which I don't know much about, I'll admit. But that was a very special case. None of the technology that was used back then has been used since. Technology is almost always developed in a clear, progressive manner without any large gaps or sudden leaps. How do you explain the orbital revolution then? I believe those devices then were only used to learn how orbital phenomena worked, as well as to learn how to apply those phenomena elsewhere. They didn't create new technology from scratch so much as improve the development of the environment and know it to become what it was, which in itself is a... So that may be what we're dealing with. You can't create new technology out of nowhere like magic. However, if you can somehow create a development environment that defies common sense, it's all falling into place now. Exactly. Sounds like we haven't got time to waste. Right.
That looks like a nice chest.
Let's open it, Agnes. Oh, no more. I got so much Curia bomb. Okay. That means I got 99 Curia bomb then. Let's go ahead and find a Curia bomb. And we'll get rid of some of it. So this is an achievement for opening up every chest, so I gotta make sure I get every chest. Obviously. Want some chicken?
Engaging enemy! Gotcha!
Show them what you're really capable of.
Their defense is down, and now it's time to strike.
I'm putting some dodging here.
This'll hurt.
Activate your skill.
It's over!
Activate your skill. Activate your skill.
Go.
Ah, yes!
Activating drive. There we go.
Multiple hostiles.
They came off the play.
There's still more!
Gauge fully replenished.
Oh, these figures look excellent.
You kicked some real
I
tail,
detect treasure.
Tetra.
Let's get it. Alright, that's trash. Look at that water though. Clear. A little murky though, it's kind of green. Ugh. Why is the water green?
Multiple hostiles. Time to kick their ass.
Looks like a check.
Engaging hostiles.
Menasha.
Burst skill ready to
This'll
go.
hurt.
Activate your skill.
I'll dice you up!
Activate your skill. Activate your skill.
Alright, one shot.
Nice. That went great.
Shall I prepare some sweets for you, Mr. Arkwright?
Yes, please.
Bet we can rest there.
Whew. Now we're good to go. There it is. It looks so dilapidated. It's the perfect place to conduct field research for the natural sciences, though. I get what you mean, but it sure doesn't look like there's cutting-edge research being done in it. I can see some relatively recent footprints and tracks on the ground. So if nothing else, it has certainly been in use. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised that Professor is being held hostage here. Well, we'll find out soon enough. Whoa! That's an angry chicken. A giant avian monster? It looks like a giant grab bean. Be careful. This area must be its turf. Time to take it out. Back me up, BO Zeros. Understood, Contra.
Deploying shards.
Giant ass chicken.
Initiating drive.
You'll pay for that.
Alright, we might have to do the thing now.
Activating skill.
Here goes.
Activating skill. Activating skill.
Vandalize! Raid!
Oh shit! Activating skill. 4 boosts. Now you're ready to go, boss.
That. There's some resistance.
Initiating drive.
Yes.
Initializing drive. Huh?
Get in there.
Bring it on.
Activating skill.
Going in.
Activating skill. Activating skill.
Up to you, Reset.
Reset. Do your thing.
Activating skill. This is it. Sonic Chaser.
Come on, yes.
My apologies.
That's far enough.
Ain't fucking around. Okay, what's happening on my
Good luck.
fire?
Initiating drive.
Activating skill.
Yes, I got you.
There.
You saved me. Achoo!
Yes.
There's some water in there.
Activating drive. No, you don't.
There.
There.
Oh yes.
Activating skill.
Here goes.
Activating skill.
Time for the main
Activating
event.
skill.
Vandalize! Raid!
Oh shit! 4 boosts. Now you're ready to go, boss.
Trick. That takes care of it. Good work, everyone. That was rough. Something up, Catre? Well, it's just that this area is absolutely used for field research by the Institute on a regular basis. And yet, I've never once heard reports of monsters like that one showing up here. That goes for the monsters we found in the mining tunnel, too. So we got monsters popping up all over in places they really shouldn't be. One possibility does come to mind. Could be the Admiralty is actually far below us. What do you mean? Why below? You are as sharp as ever, Mr. Arkrod. I didn't expect you to connect this to the many other disturbances across the continent in recent years, not so quickly at least. I'm just going off hearsay though. I'm guessing you're a lot more on the know about them than I am.
Hey, you got a notification.
There have been numerous cases in the past few years of disturbances in the Septium Veins causing abnormalities. During Erebonia's Civil and International Wars, or Crossbell's Unilateral Independence Declaration, and recent occupation, for example. Septium Veins? I remember hearing about them in the past from Jin. Something about them flowing under the continent and being the source of all life. They're called Dragon Veins in the East. Indeed, interference with the Septium Veins has produced a number of distinctive phenomena. Among them is the emergence of new monsters, as well as existing ones becoming noticeably more aggressive. It has also resulted in the appearance of giant monsters from a higher plane known as cryptids. This is all news to me. That does sound similar to what's happening here, assuming there is a connection then and what's happening here in Fossil. There is still no signs of life inside the building. If someone was in there, I figured that battle would have drawn them out. Looks like we might have come here for nothing, but we still might find something useful in there. Yeah, I think we should have a good look inside, just in case. There's rust everywhere, and not a soul to be seen. That PC over there is plugged in. There's a cable connected to the orbital network even. I wonder if that belonged to Professor Callaghan. Does it seem like you'll be able to get anything off of it? I'm afraid not. He's got it locked down hard. Allow me. My scanning software should have us inside within 10 minutes or so. Incredible. You're so fast yet so precise at the same time. Thank you. Almost too fast. It's almost like she's... Huh? This looks to be Professor Callaghan's notes about the past few weeks. I have finally found the investor I've been seeking. We exchanged messages a few times over the orbital network before a representative from the Anchorville company came to visit me directly. I already suspected that they were affiliated with the infamous A, and sure enough, he fully admitted as much. He offered to give me almost unlimited funding in exchange for performing an experiment under certain special conditions. If I were to agree to all those conditions, it would change everything. It would dramatically increase the speed at which I can do my research, fundamentally alter what is possible. After much thought and soul searching, I agreed to a portion of their condition in order to finally take back my place as head of Cronkite. These are the bare minimum conditions required for me to prevail. By using parallel distributed computing to harness the resources of the entire city, the preparations for my task are almost complete. However, there is still a vast wall that needs to be overcome. Climbing this wall is nigh impossible, at least, not without accepting their final condition as well. I suspect I will have to wrestle with what to do on that front until the very end. But come what may, I must succeed. I must. For my goal is the realization of the seemingly impossible, the creation of nuclear weapons. Quatre. Looks like we struck gold here after all. That professor with the glasses was right. If this doesn't change anything, right? You still don't think it's possible he could actually pull off what he's claiming he can? Absolutely not. Not with modern technology anyway. He would need to have stumbled upon something truly epoch-making to change that. A huge paradigm shift, another singularity to use as an example. Even if that did happen, a lengthy process of testing, theorizing, and such would still be needed. That's likely why Professor Epstein and his disciples never realized the technology either. No, I think it's more likely that they deliberately chose not to even try. Still, those notes made it sound like he was close. Like he was only a step or two away, yes. He mentioned parallel distributed computing too, although I couldn't hazard a guess as to what that final condition he mentioned could be. Perhaps it refers to some kind of AI so advanced it could eliminate the need for decades of work. But how would they even create to obtain such a thing? Well, I think we found all we're gonna find here. We should get back to the city. I agree. Perhaps the CID, Guild, or Rene might be able to help.
What was that?
It sounded like the water splashing outside.
It must have come from the swamp out front.
Maybe we should look into it, just in case.
Look alive, people. Stay on your guard. Might get attacked.
Over there!
Agnes! Ketra! Don't look!
No! This can't...
You found our guy.
Professor Callaghan!
The cause of death was drowning. I suspect he was knocked unconscious before being thrown into the swamp. Send the body for an autopsy right away.
Yes, ma'am.
Hold on a minute.
I'll leave this to you.
Of course you will. This is out of your jurisdiction.
Don't be a bitch.
Why is a murder happening all the way out here? Just what are you people covering up?
We are currently conducting an investigation. This area is off limits.
We don't need your permission when a civilian is dead. Our code is all the permission we need.
Don't you realize this murder could go unsolved if you charge in and start disturbing the crime scene?
The pieces are just about coming together. Yeah, his deduction from the lab yesterday pointed in that direction too. But it's now crystal clear he made a deal with the Mafia, and this is the end result. It's Starbad all over again. The motive then was to stop the victim from talking and to make an example of him. It's the same here, I wonder. How can all of you be so calm? Someone was just murdered. Oh, trust me, I'm burning with anger on the inside. Those bastards screwed us over again and again, and this is the perfect chance to make them pay for it. So you do understand what I'm feeling. They do, yes. They've both been through a lot. I'm sorry about what happened to the professor. But we've been finding more and more clues, which means we're probably getting to the heart of the matter. Which also means this ain't over. Not yet. We've got to keep our cool if we're going to get to the bottom of this. Can't pay him back with a hot head. Pretty sure the key to solving all of this is going to be the final condition he mentioned in his notes. Remember the chaos in Croswell a year and a half ago, right? This is an oversimplification, but it all came about as a result of a technological singularity. Said singularity gave birth to superintelligence far beyond humanity's current capabilities. Then, after everything came to an end, it was lost again. That's quite a lot to take in. How do you even learn this shit? And you think we're dealing with tech like that here? No, it was well established by multiple sources that it is impossible to replicate the technology that was lost. Of course, that doesn't preclude the possibility of humanity creating it themselves at some point in the future, but that could be decades or centuries in the future, and even a year and a half ago, nuclear weapons hadn't been created. So it's a similar deal as what happened then, but still fundamentally different at its core. It's hard keeping up with all of this. You don't think the Genesis could be what makes it different, do you? About time somebody mentioned it, yes, duh! That's a good point. Y'all just now fucking thought of this shit. I've been thinking of that since day one. Yeah, I say you're on the right track there, little fairy. A puzzle piece that didn't exist in Crossbow then, but is now. The prototype ordinance that even more of an enigma that artifacts are capable of bringing about miracles. If we assume they are involved here, then it makes you wonder just what a final condition with them in the mix will look like. So it does. That does seem like a valid approach. Not bad, smart fry. Thanks. I still don't know what's going on though. We've already We've already established that the issues with the Orbit network in Boston were caused by parallel distributed computing. Then we have Professor Callaghan developing nuclear weapons, which was thought to be impossible before being murdered. Plus the fact that it's so similar and yet so different to what happened in Crossbell.
Should you ever find yourself stuck when trying to solve a problem, take a step back and look at the bigger picture. That applies to more than just research too, you know. It will be the key to finding your answer.
No, that final condition couldn't be. I wonder who's calling. Probably Ren.
Yes? Thank goodness, I finally got through.
Ren? What's wrong? Don't tell me you already learned what we found.
Never mind that. That's just a diversion. Hurry back to the city right away. There's a tea party getting started over here.
A tea party? We know her tea parties are. They ain't no goddamn tea party. It's something else. They hacked the whole city.
Ren?
Oh my, looks like you got me. So, did you get everyone to safety?
We did, but what's going on?
There are archaisms running amok in the city. They must have been purchased from the black market.
They've only just arrived, fortunately, so we should be able to hold the fort until you get back. But you have to hurry.
Communication got cut. You got cut off, huh? The center must be experiencing interference, or perhaps due to the generators malfunctioning. But why were they glowing like that? What's happening? We just heard the news too. What the hell's going on? Look! Salmana's high-speed airship. Hop in, now. We're heading back too. I want you to take care of preserving the crime scene and letting everyone else know what's happening. Yes, ma'am. I can't get in touch with the guild either. Let's just get back to the city. What the shit? These guys serious? The city is. Why are they going after innocent people? Help! Somebody help! There are still people trapped in the city. Going to hell in a handbasket real fast. Look alive, gang! Let's get these guys evacuated.
Engaging hostiles.
Get to work.
Don't forget about your charge air!
Now's your chance for a charge attack.
Gotcha! Gotcha! It's done!
Unleashing shark strike!
Their defense is down, and now it's time to strike.
I'll dice you up!
Activating skill. Activating skill.
I think I've grown a little.
Nice job. You're alright. Take cover indoors. There'll be invoicing. Burn for this, so don't you worry. Huh? Okay, well, thanks. We'll hold up there. What the hell, man? Howdy, just wrap things up here. That's not the... You're really out here charging people during a terrorist attack? It was bad enough when you did it in Krail. Not the time for all this. We need all the free hands we can get. It'd be best if we split up. There's too many of them.
And yes, you guys!
Odette, Albert, Ren.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm so glad you're okay.
Looks like a ton got in. How are things going on your
We
end?
evacuated all of the students. The other group should also be somewhere safe.
I wish I had better news about the comm situation. I did what I could to give instructions to the police and the other bracers.
But since when? Wait, I remember Zen talking about you. He said something about the Bright family's youngest. It's very reassuring to have you here. I'm curious as to how you saw this coming, but we've got more pressing things to worry about right now. Call it the Council President's intuition. And besides, they can't just hold a tea party like this and not invite me. Well, I've no room to complain. I'll leave this to you. Makes sense to me. We'll back you up. Just follow my lead. What the? Ren? She's just on another level. I always felt like there was something funky with her. Mask off now, I guess. We just gotta roll with it. Let's move. Rosette, connect some dots for me. What do you think they're getting at here? To my knowledge, their goal centers around Professor Callaghan's incomplete energy research. If Armada has reclaimed his work and seeks to complete it, then their target must be related to that research. I suspect they want to claim the nucleus of the city's energy and processing systems. No. You know where that is, Contre? The observatory. That was Professor Callaghan's original research annex. That's where the Orbinet's mainframe is located too. Really? Odette, did you see that gold airship? Where was it headed? The Institute of Science, I think. I saw it flying over that way. Bingo! The city's in your hands. Use your lackeys to make as much noise as you can to draw their attention. But of course, we're not lackeys, damn it! We'll make sure Armada doesn't get their way. Damn straight. This time we're gonna beat them within a range of their lives.
Hold on! You're not going too, are you, Agnes? Think about the situation. You'll be much safer with us.
Albert. Don't worry. I'll be fine. I promise. I'll be back soon.
We got time for this shit, guys. Come on.
Damn it.
Look at her. She's got one rough path ahead of her, but there she goes, charging straight forward with a sprint in her step. So let's follow her lead and focus on doing what we can here.
Well said. Communications are still unstable, so I could use all the help I can getting in touch with everyone. Miss CID agent, my friends with the guild, Odette and Albert, it's time we got started.
Let's do this!
The Aerotrons are all out of stock. Why don't you take the road instead? Then let's get to it. We'll have to keep a close eye out as we go. There might still be people who need our help.
Engaging hostiles.
Don't forget about the charge attack.
Take this!
Good.
Nice.
Hopefully I got some nice data.
Alright, so let's kind of switch out some of our characters here. Let's put Fairy in.
Engaging hostiles.
Show us what you're feeling capable of.
Burst skill ready to go.
Take this, son! Take this!
Their defense is down, and now it's time to strike. Activating skill.
I'll dice you up!
Let's keep going.
Supervisor, everyone,
Nice. That
please
went
be okay.
great.
You kick butt!
Enemies up ahead. They're attacking somebody.
Where did all of these things come from? Someone help! We're so close to the church, too. What are monsters doing here of all places? How many of them are there? Those people need help over there. It's Heidi and Barbambi. Quatre, is that you? We'll distract them. Please get to soldier safety while we cover you. Get her out of here, bud. Alright, come on, quick.
Give me your worst.
Dispatching shield. You're open! Now it's my turn. Activation skill. Target locked. Tap. Engaging shield.
Go.
You're open.
My move now.
Activating skill.
It's over!
Activating skill.
Go, Catra!
All right, Catra, let's go.
Activating skill.
Optical cannon!
Good. It looks like they made it to the church. That's a relief, but that means there are still people outside caught in the crossfire. They're going after the kids in elderly too. Chicken shit rest buckets. I doubt those two are the only ones we'll find. Gang, keep an eye out for anyone else who needs help. Yep, of course they're gonna be SP.
Enemies up
There are a lot
ahead.
of
They're
enemies in
attacking
this
somebody.
area. I hope everyone in the workshop will be all right.
With Ren calling the shots here, they should be fine. At least, I'd like to think so.
Can't worry about that shit right now, Barry.
Snooze, you lose.
Focus on our task.
Activating skill.
I'll dice you up! Go, Catra!
All right, Catra, let's go.
Sucker!
They're inside the building, Chief. Whatever do we do? The bastards, fight them back. Pick up anything that put a dent in them. Pikes, wrenches, and spell something. But show them why you don't pick up phone with engineers. You can't be serious, and we don't stand a chance. The man's right. Leave the fighting to us. Chief and Ezzy, why are you here too? Contre, oh, I'm so glad you're all safe. Boy, am I glad to see you guys. We'll take down the archaisms. Initiating combat.
Time for you to focus. Activating skill.
Optical cannon! Bam!
I got it.
Activating skill. Activating skill.
Is anybody hurt? Oh no, we're all okay. We really owe you one. There's a ton of uber expensive testing equipment here. You had her to pay if they broke any of it. How's it looking outside? Same as here, clouded with the chance of robots. The police and Bracing Guild are undoubtedly sending reinforcements. They should have most areas under control soon enough. The problem is communication, and they're jamming the entire city. Can't get the word out anywhere. Then I got just the thing. We got this emergency line here, and it's completely off the grid. We went through our own system. That should let us call in help, and then we can start pushing those bastards back. I'll give you a hand, too. I probably can't dispel it entirely, but I should be able to counter the interference enough to get some messages out. I mean, maybe, but I'd really rather you get yourself to safety. She's safe here, don't worry. Our front door is a goddamn bulwark. We'll lure her and hunker down if we need to. That buys all the time we can want. If you insist, just please be careful. We're headed for the observatory, and that's what they seem to be after. The professor cared deeply for the place. I won't let them ruin it. Made up your mind, huh? I can see it on your face. Then there's no way I'm talking you out of that. Just be careful, you guys take care of them, alright? You leave Contra and the observatory in your hands. You got it.
Engaging hostiles.
Fast cast, miss.
First skill, ready to go.
Oh, these figures look excellent.
Outstanding calculations, Mr. Salesian.
You gotta stay focused, though. Hey, go on top again. It's hard to rescue the city when you get lost.
I'm sorry, I know we're in a hurry, but can we stop by that house?
Yes, I'll stand that way anyway.
That is Professor Hamilton's residence, correct?
Sure thing. We just gotta be quick about it.
Oh shit! Give me some backup! Damn, getting fucked up over here, man!
Activating skill.
We got fucking enemies coming up here in all directions. Man, your boy's gonna be dead.
Enemies up ahead. They're attacking somebody.
We're cornered. They're coming from the Institute too? This isn't looking good. If only I brought my sword. Damn this, Sasha, I'm gonna have to take a risk here. Wait, no, Julian, don't do it. I know you're trained, but no need for the heroics. We got you. There are people there. Quick. Julian, Sasha, are you okay? Yes, we're fine, but you're her work colleagues from yesterday. Leave these things to us. Keep those two safe for us while we fend them off. Got it. Be careful.
Activating shards.
Activating skill. Activating skill. All right, Katya, let's go.
Activating skill.
Sucker.
We owe you our lives. Thank you so much. I don't want to even think about what would have happened had you not been there. It was looking awfully dire. Were you two helping them out? Trying to, at least. We were running people up inside the inn, but then we heard screaming from outside, so we moved back out again. Picked up those two, and that was when those monsters jumped us. Should have been able to fend them off myself, but I Damn it, pathetic. Don't blame yourself. We wouldn't have made it this far without you. I agree. We only made it in time because we held them off. Either way, now's the time to think about all that. We gotta keep doing what we can now. Oh, we got in touch with Ren too. We've kept her in the loop and gathered all the students we could here. Yeah, we saw her earlier too. Newtown is in good hands, Lord Hope in there. You two take care of yourselves. We will. We just don't want to leave anybody behind. We're directing everyone to the end of the church, right? We were just in that area ourselves. Yeah, managed to thin out the numbers a lot too. Those two places should be safe for the time being. Alright then, let's make our way back ASAP. I'm sure Lau and Shinnon are worried about us both. Take care, everyone. Thanks again for your help. I'm glad we decided to stop by when we did, and I dread to imagine what would have happened otherwise. They mentioned that Archaeans are spreading from the Institute, though. That concerns me. Yeah, by now the place is probably crawling with them. Hell, probably even worse than it is outside. Whatever Armada wants is in the Institute. I really hope everyone's okay. Please be safe, Yang. Alright, I think that's all the people we need to help, guys.
Beginning contact! Show them what you're really capable of!
This is it! Activate shots! They're stunned!
This'll activate skill!
I'll dice you up!
Let's keep going. Ren, we got the west side evacuated. East is taken care of too. We cleared out the enemies on our end. Area secure. Quick, give me a slide trap. Well, sounds like we're doing just fine now. Let's get the next area cleaned up. That damn Ren is a thorn in my side, and she just had to go and ruin everything, didn't she? Without her, this wretched town would have blossomed into a symphony of screams. Instead, we have this boring farce. Should count ourselves lucky we got anything out of this. We weren't expecting the Spriggan and all the rest. Once we get an opening, we retreat. Leave the real objective to them. Fine, but after Thorabad and then this, they will pay their dues in time. In the meantime, I'll sit back and watch them squirm. Go ahead and you can fight all you want, but in the end, chaos will consume you all. Hell, there's mechanical monsters
The
coming!
aerotrams are inoperable. Use the bridge to cross into the artisanal district. Evacuate into the church for the time being. Bracers will be there in roughly 10 minutes.
Yang, you're okay. You made it, and roughly 2 minutes ahead of what I expected at that. Just about. You're really calm with everything going on. Didn't Armada come through here? They did, as I predicted. Professor Callaghan's death also did not come as a surprise. Then I have implemented security measures to temporarily block all unauthorized external interference into the laboratories. As a result, my work in the city has been complete since noon today. In light of that, I would be well within my rights to be out of the city by now, but I hold the students at least this much. That is why I've been assisting the one formerly known as Kitty with evacuating everyone while awaiting her arrival. Yang, you're really gonna leave? I can't believe you're able to conceive an effective countermeasure to that parallel distributed computing in such short time. Don't really care what goes on in that head of yours, but I see you're at least willing to cooperate with us some. I know there's a lot of Archaeans inside now, but did we just see the last people in the building leave? All the faculty and the students of Aramis, together with tourists and other accounted for visitors, have left. However, security camera footage captured a young man with mint-colored hair and a young woman adorned with bandages inside. A bracer and 2 police officers also passed through here earlier and have yet to return. So that sadistic bastard is here. And so is that puppeteer we met in Thorabad. I'm worried about the bracer and the police officers now. So they're part of the mafia that deceived Professor Callaghan and then cast him aside. I won't let them make a mess of Professor Hamilton's home a moment longer. You're going inside them? Surely you know that this is no task for a researcher. Please continue to help with the evacuation efforts, Yang. Don't worry about me. I have Theo and Zeros with me. We'll help keep them safe, of course. there is no way this is ending peacefully anymore, but we'll at least try to stop things from getting any worse. Don't overdo it, Bandon, is all I ask, even if you do have feelings arrows with you. I know, I won't.
Commencing battle. Proceed with caution.
They're still ready to go.
I know. Can you focus on the fight, Maribel?
Now's your chance for a charge attack.
Van is almost about to die.
Activating skill.
The observatory is on the left side of the campus.
Okay.
Nice.
We need to have the ones
Great.
that
And
matter.
we'll cut through the building and get there ASAP.
Take this!
Enemy suppressed. Nice work.
Engaging hostiles.
Take this!
Thanks as always, Theo.
The door's locked. Someone must have blocked it to keep the arcades from coming inside. We'll have to find another way around. Find another way around then.
Show what you're feeling capable of. Next time.
Take this!
They're still ready to go.
Enemy combat over. Processing
Down
data.
over here. Okay, we need to go back up the stairs on the second floor. I tell you, man, I'm getting lost every single time I come in here. Yeah, we need to go this way.
Brace yourself.
Man, don't die. Here.
Show what you're feeling capable of. Unleashing Shark Strike.
Promise you I'm gonna
The
hit this.
defense is down, and now it's time to strike. Now's your chance for a shot boost.
Over here! All for you!
Activating skill.
Hit him fast, Barry.
Go for it, Barry.
Oh, you little fairy.
Going all in.
Oh, you can't even get it from there?
One skillfully right at me. Destroy.
I won't let this chance slip by.
Activating skill. Target locked.
This place is crawling with mechanical nightmares.
Yep.
It's a good thing Yang got everyone out when he did.
Always got it down, Reset.
Right about that. Look, there's people on the ground. Are you alright? They look heavily wounded, but their lives are in immediate danger. What happened? A guy with a dagger and a girl with a giant puppet went inside. They activated. I imagine she was going to mention the central terminal, but how could someone from the outside know about that? Maybe the professor told them before they killed him. Well, we got the recorder now. Yeah, let's get inside. It's time to put an end to this.
This looks like a good spot to rest.
Whew. That
Make a save, guys.
the spot.
The telescope's nowhere to be seen now.
That's the main terminal then?
That's right. It's also known as the Aurora, and it's the pride of Basel. Professors Hamilton and Callahan led the charge in making it 4 years ago with the Institute, Vern, the Epstein Foundation, and ZCF support. But what program is it running?
I can't make heads or tails of such complex code.
Look up there!
So
The fifth Genesis. Figures we'd find it here, along with.
I suspected you would come, Arkwright Solutions.
Oh, that we would meet again so soon after the film festival.
Getting real tired of meeting you, asshole.
It must be Adios's will bringing us together. The threads of fate bind us ever so strongly indeed.
Can't say I'm not a fan of that kind of thing.
The monsters from the gardens who stole Ida from us!
Oh, you learned the name of my old home, did you?
So you used to be a part of the Guardians. Got it.
And I see that Marduk concierge has officially joined your ranks. Professor Hamilton's favorite little one, too. Aren't we getting popular?
This kid's just with us as an advisor.
So you're the ones who led Professor Callahan astray. What are you trying to do with the Aurora? You have no right to be using it.
Oh, how misunderstood I am. I'll have you know that the professor and I had quite a special connection. In fact, he gave us permission to use it. And since he was one of the developers, I think that does give us the right. This was very different from the relationship I had with President Dillon, by the way. It was more one of mutual benefit. Though I'll admit that certain inclinations of his did make my job a lot easier. A sensual whisper here, a little buttering up there, and he was more than ready to break every taboo I ever wanted.
How could you exploit someone so?
It's not our place to judge what turns someone on. That stuff's personal. But you're still a piece of shit with a parking spot reserved in Gehenna.
Right, and we'll be happy to give you a taste of the flames that await you right here. We're going to recover that Genesis and avenge those you've taken from this world.
Look at me, public enemy number one. Think you could lend me a shoulder to cry on, Olympia?
You are only reaping what you sowed. Of course, the terms of my contract also do not allow me to simply give you all what you want.
That angelic being we saw in Tharbad.
Theo!
Scanning material makeup. Unknown. High probability that the target is a form of artifact.
Thought so. It's about the only thing that explains how it can fight like it does. There's more to it than meets the eye, too.
Indeed. Take care, everyone.
Your instincts serve you well. Incidentally, as I did not have the opportunity to introduce myself in Tharbad, I am Olympia, overseer of the Garden of Aram. This is Ishtanti. Our contract is with Almada at this time, so we remain focused on their needs. But should you require our services after that, we would be happy to oblige.
What?
Huh? You're asking if we want to hire an assassin?
This some kind of joke? Or are you really out of your damn mind?
I was only trying to promote my services.
It's true. She's not capable of joking, I'm afraid. As you can see, she's got work on the brain. Well, I think that's enough preamble. Been a good while, you know, since I tapped into my power as an overseer.
They're auras!
Of course they've been suppressing their power all this time.
We'll need to use shards however we can to survive. Do whatever it takes to hold out.
You got it.
I can barely keep up with what's happening, but let's do this. Theo! Zeros! We can't allow these intruders to defile this sacred place a moment longer.
Understood.
Warning! The enemy threat level is high. Be ready.
I'm Melchior of the Thorns. I'll be playing with you today.
Olympia of Aram, executing contract.
Like hell you are!
Just for you.
Now it's my turn. I will address you all at once.
Initiating drive.
Flames! Breathe onto us!
Appreciate it.
A chance!
Now's your chance for a short boost.
Here goes.
Activating skill. Activating skill.
Vandalize! Raid!
Oh shit! skill. Full boost. Now you're ready to go, boss.
Activating skill.
Zeros, get to work! Got a present for you.
Again? I just took them all out.
Boom! Got a present for you.
Yeah, nephew, I don't like you, dude.
A chance!
Activating
My turn
skill.
already. Let this nigga go like 3 times.
Got a whole slew of
Full
them.
boost. Go all out.
I got you.
Activating skill.
You're not getting away. Blast off!
Activating skill.
Bye. Got a present for you.
You won't get away with this.
Alright, Fairy, my new heal here.
Initiating drive. There.
I owe you one.
Dear Fennis.
Boom!
God damn it, shit.
Dispatching shield.
Slice and dice them!
Holy shield.
My new
Activating skill.
Let's do it, man.
Full boost. Now you're ready to go, boss.
It's over!
Activating skill.
Oh, I get it now.
Do you now?
Hit him
Oh,
fast,
you ran
Fairy.
away before it got good.
One skill coming right up. End of below. Yeah. You're finished. Pigment. Rampage. One skill coming right up.
Okay, so it's blocking the last time.
Boost gauge in half. Pierce you. Aurora wing.
Contra?
You'll pay for
Activating
that.
skill. Activating skill.
You're not getting away. Blast off! It's done!
That shit, bitch.
So that is how it is.
Run away. That's all you're good at.
That's how it goes.
I'm stronger than ever.
Nice job, y'all.
Stats upgraded.
I think I've grown a little.
Keep on growing.
Is everyone all right? But my luck is even more deadly than we thought.
Pisses me off. You haven't been taking us seriously all this time, have you?
Oh, I showed Beauty's blade a little of what I'm capable of. Just not you.
Your strength is within my predicted parameters, including those orbital drones.
As if that doll wasn't bad enough. Now we've got those bomb artifacts to deal with too.
The Garden's overseers are capable of even more than we feared it would seem.
If only I could make better use of Theo and Zeros' potential.
You're just so much fun to play with that you've got me all worked up. I don't think I can resist the urge anymore. I know they've got the boss curious, but surely there's no harm in slicing them open while he's not looking.
I am not your boss and will not speak for him. Do as you please.
Bring it. You son of a bitch!
The flames of the Kruga have only just begun to burn. What?
Decoding process complete. Executing emergence program.
Where am I? I see. So it was a success.
Is that the professor?
That sounds like...
Well, would you look at that?
Right.
It worked! So, how does it feel, Professor? What's it like living in the digital world?
It is even more comfortable than I had imagined. I'm frankly surprised by how comfortable it is, but I suppose it also makes complete logical sense. This is how it feels to be liberated of burdens and distractions. I can think more clearly than ever. The final stage of my work will be a breeze like this. Your expectations will be met.
Oh, that's my big professor. You will be handsomely rewarded for your work.
A recording? No, wait.
You are correct, young lady. This is no mere recording. I am the genuine David Callahan, Professor of Engineering Science at the Basel Institute of Science, and a researcher whose name will go down in history.
How the hell is this even possible?
We saw your body in the swamp!
No way. Don't tell me.
His knowledge, personality, and memories have all been converted into an AI. Most likely through the power of the Genesis. Also that he could surpass the limitations of the human mind and become a singularity.
Professor Callahan, how could...
Well, you're even more perceptive than I expected. What a vexatious little maid you are.
Must you be like this every time, Melchior? Our work here is done. We have no reason to stay any longer.
Fine. I suppose you're right. We'll see you later, Professor.
Very good, then. I will be waiting for you.
And we're gonna take the Genesis, obviously.
Warning! Explosives detected!
That little bastard!
The Aurora! Zeros! Use your stun mode to stop... No you don't! No!
Ketra! You can't!
Get back here! I won't let it happen. I won't let anyone damage the place she holds so dear!
Shit!
Damn it!
It's not good.
There it is! I thought something was off about you, but I never figured it ran that deep. I wonder if this is what came out of analyzing that other emperor and the rest of those types.
I will need to revise my expectations of Marduk's capabilities.
And speak of the devil, I suppose it's time we made our exit then,
As someone connected to another being, not of flesh, you have my respect. Till we meet again.
Yeah, if she's about to find out that she's a robot, it makes sense, because that's why she talks like that. I'm not really all that surprised. His ass is fucking sitting there hiding. Fucking CEO fucking worthless. Ain't doing shit. Who the fuck are those guys?
No way.
Reset!
This is... This is all my fault.
You gonna be okay?
Yes. I think so.
Yep. Robot. We can repair her, so she'll be fine. Damn, Rosette! It's always a fucking robot. Every fucking JRPG I fucking play. She was a robot all? Damn. The entire city is locked down. Who could have seen this coming? What's going to happen to us? I hope Anyas is okay. Ren too. All we can do is wait for them to get in touch. Sorry, but what the hell is with the massive airship? The X-Arba airship series, co-developed by the Verne Group and Ardra. Currently being tested by Marduk. That's gonna figure out who these guys are. Boston Institute of Science conference room.
I apologize for our sudden arrival during the frenzied events of yesterday. To start this off, I am General Manager of Marduk Total Security Company, Gilliam Thorndike. This is our Chief of Security, Qasim Al-Fayed.
Ah, so that's Beefurry's brother.
A pleasure to meet you all.
Al-Fayed, is he? No doubt about it.
I was not expecting you to travel all the way to Basel. But it is an honor to meet you all the same. I've heard many a rumor about how shrewd a manager you are, Mr. Thorndike. Together with your Chief of Security's combat exploits.
You make me blush, Your Highness.
I am humbled by your words.
I arrived in my home country a few days ago, so I'm afraid I'm not up to date on all the latest developments. But am I to understand that Marduk will be responsible for securing the city of Basel for the remainder of the day?
That is correct. Off the record, a presidential executive order was issued yesterday to that effect. A CID Special Ops unit will be arriving in the city this evening. Marduk's task will be to secure key facilities in Basel until they are ready.
Special Ops unit? Send again Hercules, huh? It wouldn't shock me if you belong to them too, miss. You're very astute.
We've also brought one of the X-Alba series of airships that we're currently testing on behalf of the Republican Army. Said airship will allow us to ensure the integrity of the orbital network.
Which is how we're able to have this conversation, I suppose. Your concierge is the only one you've gotten your hooks into Basel, I see.
Our goals on this particular occasion are simply to protect this city and its orbital network. Rest assured that much like your country, we have no intention of getting too deeply involved in Basel's affairs.
That is our stance as well. We're only doing what we consider necessary. Very well, I will take your word on that for now. According to the chaos unfolding before us clearly does come first. However, given our stake in Verne and the connection to the Institute, this current state of affairs is of grave concern to us. You have a lot to answer for here as CEO, Mr. Charleston. Please, if I may defend myself, I never could have seen this coming.
There is some merit to that argument, but it also leaves out a number of key facts. You are to see that shareholders' Mira is used to generate a profit, and yet you covered up a huge potential problem for over a month. We confirmed last night that it wasn't just Almada's money being used for ill. Elsyme's investments were also misappropriated. And if these are the result of you turning a blind eye to Professor Callahan's behavior all this time...
You keep your mouth shut! Just Who do you think you are? Who gave you the right to speak? I don't care if you are student council president at Aramis. This is none of your...
I am here as a special advisor for Liberals ZCF. I also serve as a negotiator representing the Epstein Foundation. In other words, I'm here to speak up against anything that threatens their interests, which this has. Now, do I have the right to speak?
Shut him up. What? Brandon? Now that's a dramatic twist out of a play. I've heard rumors swirling about you, but I never expect you to show up here. Still, she's right. We aren't the only shareholder that will be concerned about this. Other related companies will be as well. Hope you don't need me to spell out exactly what kind of situation you're in here. But...
When will you grow a damn spine? The danger here isn't over. Anyone can see that. And you still intend to do nothing after what happened to Callahan? Professor Hamilton left you in charge of Vern, of Basel. Don't you feel any shame?
In any event, we now have half a day before the cogs start turning again. Even if we do nothing, the Calvardian government will see to it that matters are resolved. But knowing how egregiously my country's funds have been misused, I refuse to stand by and do nothing. So, Arkwright Solutions. Might I enlist your services for the remainder of the day? Of course, you can approach the task in whatever way best suits you, just as you did in Tharbad and have done many times before. My only true wish is that you put a stop to all modest plans before they can bear fruit. Does this sound doable?
We'll be well compensated for this, I trust?
Let's do it. Gotta make that money. After the conference...
Qasim, why?
It's been some time, Farida.
I suspected you two were related. You're a brother, right? Never expecting to be one of Marduk's hunting dogs.
I hear you've been taking good care of my sister, Arkwright Solutions. As for you, Van, it's been 2 years, I believe. I understand you've greatly improved your use of the stun caliber and your martial arts. Reset mentioned as much. As your former instructor, that fills me with great pride.
I'll try. Still not so hot with the tactic stuff you taught me, though. I've heard all kinds of stories about you, too, but I never expected our first meeting to be like this.
In that, we are agreed. Still, while we might be providing our services and your weapon, I believe the contract between us to be an equal one. I hope that we can continue our fine partnership, Mr. Arkwright.
Yeah, let's not get too friendly. I'm not interested in becoming any more than just a contractor to you. Still, since we're here, there is one thing I want to ask. Just how long has she been like that?
Information on our concierge is classified, I'm afraid. However, if an approximate time frame will suffice, I suppose I can oblige. About a year ago.
Something seemed off about her all this time. We first started talking 3 years ago, but the first time we actually met was just in Tharbad. Even when I visited Aurea for lessons on tactics, she was habitually unavailable. That sounds like... Does that mean...
Still, I know she's in good hands with Associate Professor Archett. I also happen to bring some compatible parts that she can use, though I regret that Ms. Twinings will not be able to provide you with any more of her services for the time being.
You ain't got nothing to apologize for. I doubt any amount of workers' comp I could give her would make up for forcing her to do something that crazy. But either way, that's my problem to deal with, not yours.
Well, I apologize for meddling in your affairs then. With that said, we must take our leave. We've negotiations with the Republican Army to attend to. As I mentioned during the conference, we've no intention of interfering in this crisis any more than is necessary. Fascinated though I am by what a genius can achieve through an obsession that knows no bounds.
Qasim, wait!
There are a number of matters Abi and I disagree on. Whether you are suited to being a warrior is very much one of them. Still, I can only assume it was the guidance of the flames and Arusha that led you here. Battle is almost upon us, and I will be watching to see how you fare through it.
Fairy.
That's your brother, Fairy?
As much as I'd love to write him off as an arrogant asshole, I can't get enough of a read on him. Just how tough is he?
Is your instructor, man?
I'd say he's one of the strongest Jaegers who ever lived.
How did her brother end up... So did Ben not know that was his sister? What the fuck? The conversation is over then? Ren, and where are the others? They're still here. There was talk of them returning to the capital, but that's not going to be possible now that the whole area is on lockdown. The roads, the railways, even the airspace around Edith is sectioned off. Not that comes as any surprise after what happened. What do you mean? What happened now? There was an explosion in Anchorville City. There were no casualties, fortunately, but we suspect the Armada might have been involved. Anchorville's a decent-sized city north of the capital, right? Yeah, that must have been just a diversion while this is their real target. Oh, I think that almost certain. However, given its proximity to the capital, we can't afford to take it lightly. Both the CID and the Guild are being pushed to their limits right now. We won't be able to give you any backup. That's fine, we weren't special to begin with, but you can at least share whatever info you manage to gather, surely. That goes to stuff from ZCF and the Foundation too. That sounds fair to me, and so far as our interests align, of course. I'll also do what I can. Just take care of Agnes for me in return, please. Thank you, Ren. I hear the initial work is done on your concierge, too. That Professor Hamilton's family for you, Genesis to the last. Oh, thanks for telling us. Geniuses, I'm sorry guys, I said Genesis. That's so good to hear. She was being seen to in Associate Professor Esmer's room, wasn't she? Let's go say hi then. Alright guys, we are going to go ahead and end this off, and we're going to go ahead and check on Rosette at the beginning of the next episode. So guys, you guys go ahead and take it easy, and I will see you in the next episode. Y'all take it easy.
So one day in the night, let me paint the view, color down with my light. For every moment share with you, not out in the day, but never fully gone. Going to be back again until the coming over down.
For the days ahead of us, put your hands up, wave it side to side for good.